Hi everyone, let's redo this whole thing over again. Hi guys, this is Hogwarts Prep. It's a 5th edition D&D game based on Harry Potter universe. Did everyone see this first campaign? Hopefully we don't have terrible lag issues. We are not understanding why we are lagging, but we are lagging. Only one out of the 4 cameras is completely synced and not lagging, which makes no hecking sense to us.
Nope.
But, quickly, does anyone have an announcement to make? If not, let's say who we are really quick and then jump into the game.
Okay.
We're already a little bit behind.
Yes.
If not, then I am Jesus. I'll be y'all's DM. Over in the Aether on the TV, we have. That's your turn, Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'll be playing Jericho, and I'll also be playing Sonya. So
Okay.
I'm both man and woman today.
Oh, hot.
I'm Justin. I'll be playing Mia and Artie today.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'll be playing Griswold today.
And
Hi,
Ferris.
I'm Lee. I'll be playing Bones and maybe some of Borlon. I don't know. We're gonna try to just multi-class it.
Everybody's doing multiple characters today.
Hi, I'm Jess. I play Neff. I like to smash things with my maul.
Okay.
Because I gotta say it.
You got it. You gotta say what you gotta
Fuck
say.
you! I'll do my intro the way I want to.
All right, let's roll that beam footage.
Woo!
Hi. Okay, and we're back. Hopefully not terribly laggy, but I think we are. It's
Comment
okay.
either way.
Comment, subscribe it, and
Subscribe if we're lagging.
subscribe for lagging. If we're not lagging, subscribe twice. Unsubscribe. No, subscribe 3 times. Subscribe, unsubscribe, then subscribe again. But as since computer issues were making things difficult, let's recap a little bit as I'm trying to find the page that has what we did last time. So,
Previously on
Previously
Hogwarts
on-
D&D.
So the party, along with the Aura Moody and Professor Dumbledore, headed to the Forbidden Forest. With a rough estimated map and a guide that would not enter since the Centaur was slightly injured, still recovering, and you guys decided to fly overhead, you guys went in with the mission to stop the Welsh, in whatever means that means to you. You do have the Aura of Dragonkind, but that might not be the most ethical way to do this.
Can confirm.
Can confirm. The action was fast and a little bit bloody. Moody took a harsh fall and flew off of his broom from a boulder. You guys faced off the hill giants and the frost giants, killing and surprising me a little bit. I accepted him to just run away, but you guys decided no. That mother hecker was gonna die.
That mother hecker got killed in a brutal way.
Yes, he did. So, and with the giants that you guys found Booty, brought him back, and essentially that's what we did. And now we need to, we're gonna pick up exactly where we left off. But Moody's body recovered. You guys at the forest, and so let's turn up a little bit of the audio. You guys, one little thing that I didn't write that is extremely valid. You guys did communicate with plants and with the snakes that were there, and they did tell you that they are the eyes and ears of the Welsh, and some of the new trees, new plants, are completely unbound to the forest and only controlled by the Welsh. So with that information, we're picking up where we left off. As Artie and Dumbledore come back with Moody's body, and you hear roars from the distance. Anything that you guys want to do?
Bless you.
I want to set the forest on fire.
No.
Oh, stop
Just
it.
kidding.
I mean, it is a free game. You can do what you want, I guess.
Oh my god.
Griswold is going to beg Artie not to light the forest on fire.
That would be a conflict of interest between you guys.
We'll see. We'll see how the day goes.
I'm channeling my inner Smokey the Bear.
Oh,
Only
you
can prevent
Can start forest fire.
Stop it.
Started.
I mean, sounds a little bit right.
He is a fire starter.
You're going to get spore affliction if you don't watch it.
I forget where we left off, but if I
You guys are
didn't
still
say
in
it
the-
last time, I want to
forest
start
of
making
dis-
a little raft thing for like a little like
funeral
Viking
pyre.
Yes.
funeral. But I want it to go out on the water and be all cool, like drifting down the river.
Okay.
Well,
I know that you mentioned before that you wanted to look through.
Yeah, I do wanna go through
Moody's-
all this stuff. I
okay.
forgot about that, to be honest, but I do want to know.
What?
just looking at the minis.
Oh,
Are we missing Mia?
you shouldn't be. Yeah, we are. Thank you.
She's in the 8th.
The third time I put it up. Here's Mia.
Thank you. I was just thinking, wait, Canada's?
And that's a little too dragony to begin with. It should
You
just
just
be.
hear it in the distance?
You do hear him in the distance. It's they.
It's a close distance.
her. But that's a really close distance. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's-
That's
what
like
I
danger
was saying.
close.
That's
scared.
let's just put a little bit of ambience of woods. Okay, cool. That should be good.
I think
I
our
hope.
rogues are
It
being
might not be.
roguey.
We'll see.
Rogues are being roguey.
Yeah, the rogues were roguing it up and they were hiding from you.
Yeah. Oh, that is too sad. Fine. Moody's dead. That's fine. We're in sad music mode.
Holy shit. Okay.
I mean, he is.
Yeah.
So, did you look through his clothing and pockets and etc. before you got to where the group is, or after?
Well, remember,
Luke and
I
Moody?
took all his stuff and
No.
put it in my bag of holding.
Okay, okay.
We haven't seen
Have you
it
looked
yet.
at it?
It's Moody Booty.
No, we did.
Okay.
You said you were gonna message. me,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
neither of
I-
us, like,
I have it here. I'm saying, like, when do you want to look at it so I can tell you what the items are?
I guess immediately.
Okay. So as soon as you were putting the stuff in before Dumbledore arrived to you?
Well, like I guess on the way back,
Okay.
whenever Moody was like on the broom thing, and
Okay.
going back with us because that's how we carried him.
Okay,
Back. He was
okay.
just on the broom.
So, here are the things that you find on him. Black chains and jar labeled bones. There is a thick belt made out of snakeskin. There's a crude wooden carving of a monkey.
Go slightly slower.
Sorry.
I got thick snake belt,
Yes. Crude wooden carving of a monkey.
crude monkey.
Did you get the jar bones? Jar labeled bones?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me?
Yep.
A
Black chains.
tiny brass locket. Do you open the locket?
No doubt.
Okay. When you open it, it's a photo of an elderly woman with soft skin, and it's just repeating an image again, as it looks like she's fixing her hair, then looking straight ahead at you. But you can probably tell that it's like a camera that she's looking at. And then just
It's
the
not
image.
like one that I can talk to.
You can try, but the image repeats after about a second or two. Another little detail. You know that it's an image because at the end, after she fixes her hair, she stands still. You see of the flash of the camera. A brass lamp with oil. You find a scroll case that's empty, but you did retrieve the scrolls, which there is a scroll of Disguise Self, the scroll of Mage Armor, the scroll of Fog Cloud, and a scroll of Jump.
Disguise self, mage armor,
Fog Cloud, and Jump.
fog cloud,
And jump.
jump.
And there is a spell book as well.
Fog cloud or fall?
Fog. Fog cloud.
I was gonna say
Do
if it was
you
fall cloud, I
open
wish
the
it
spell
would
book or do you leave it?
100%. I
Okay.
looked through it all. I'm
So
nosy.
as you do, there's about 100 to 200 pages, and it is a spell book for all intents and purposes, but there's a lot of pictures entwined with it. The first you see a picture of that same woman and Moody, but they're never standing together. They're very far apart in the picture frame. As you keep flipping through it, you see Moody having more and more scars, and the woman looks extremely disinterested and even angry in some of the photos. As you keep flipping, you see blurry little photos of a infant, and then the next couple of photos are all three of them extremely close and even hugging. But each progression of photo that Moody's in, he has more and more and more scars.
I'm gonna make a flip book later.
And he do have the Orb of Dragon Time.
I don't know what that is. What does it do?
That's
It controls dragons some way or fashion, but you do know that you need to be attuned to it. So, to beat you, someone needs to spend 1 hour focusing on the item, or it would be useless.
Alright, well, I'm gonna start doing that whenever I get back and finish the thing.
Okay. Alright.
Finish the pyre thing.
Yes, which I know that because it was getting really late, Sonya, when you arrived, so forward, she casted her
hut.
hut,
Yeah.
which we technically should be
Tiny.
changing the names of the arc wizards who and mages.
Merlin's
So
tiny hut.
everything's going to be referred to as Merlin's tiny hut or Merlin's
Hagrid's
orb.
tiny hut.
I wish Hagrid would invent a spell, but it should be Merlin who invents the spell. A proud Slytherin. For my
Are
research.
these scrolls on there? They're just one-time use type
They're
things?
one-time use, or someone who has the a specific feat or the wizard class can write that scroll into their book and have it permanently. But it will use up that scroll, so you cannot use it anymore. Either you use it, or you
For
put it
one
into a
time.
spell book, and then that person learns a new spell.
And they have to have the feet.
They have to have a specific feat, which none of you guys have, or be the wizard class specifically.
I understand.
So as
So we only
You're
have
a
one.
wizard or no?
I'm
No.
a sorcerer.
Sonya's
Sonya's our only wizard
Son-
class.
yeah.
And I'm just like metagaming right
Mhm.
here real quick.
Yeah.
The next level I get a feat, right? Because I'm gonna be level 4 in whichever one I take.
yes, yeah, if yeah,
And
so you'd be
then,
good at feat.
and then just metagaming, I would be able to do all 4 of these and put them into my spell thing if I took that feat. Or is
If
it
you took
one?
that feat in that time, yes. But also note that if your specific class does not have that spell, you will have a hard time casting it. Also, it needs to be a spell slot that you can have. I don't think I have to look up the specifics of it, but if it's a spell that you do not have within your spell book, per se, like Paladin or Bard, you won't be able to use it at all. Which you would know if you can or can't. We just need to look at the back of the book.
I'm just.
Yeah.
It's just what came to mind when
No,
you said
it's a
it.
good question. It's a very good question to know.
Because like, wait 1 level and then get 4 new spells that
Yeah.
you would never, that I'd never be able to get. But if I can't use them, then that would be
Yeah, I believe Bard should have it, and you have access to the Bard spell book.
Mhm.
So if you take a level Paladin, you should be fine. But I'll double check with reading a couple pages.
Okay.
But it should be good. Should be. And it's also another level for now, so.
And if I don't have the ability to cast them regularly on there, would I still be able to use them with a one-time spell? thing?
You would if you don't have if you do not have that spell within you, it is a specific DC. So if you fail that one roll, the scroll gets used up.
Like, let's say I do like mage armor.
And
And I'm
I
like,
believe
bam.
Bard should have it. And if they don't, you have to roll an Arcana check. And if you do not match the DC, the spell is just used up. But if you roll higher than it, then you cast the spell.
We'll
and
figure
then,
it out later.
Yeah, but that's how it is. Okay, so as Artie and Dumbledore are arriving with Moody on a broom, lifeless and cold. Artie gets immediately to maneuvering and getting things to make a makeshift canoe, a boat. Sonya starts casting her incantation, and a small little tent appears that is infinitely bigger inside. What do you guys do?
I have one other question.
Yes,
You said there was a staff,
there is a staff. It is an arcane focus.
but like, is it just a staff?
It's just a staff, yeah.
Okay,
It is
should I
used for
write that
arcane
down?
focuses. Yeah, please do. So if anyone has any arcane spells, they can use the staff to cast a
There's
spell
Wolfie.
in place of non-expensive material components or perishable material components. But yes, what do you guys do?
I'm just watching Sonya cast her spell. I'm
Okay.
intrigued.
Okay.
Didn't we say before the end of the last one we were gonna do long rest, or
Within the hut, yeah.
and then potentially do watch, establish who does watch?
Sure. Who wants to? If
Well,
we're
I'm
gonna-
not stopping until the stuff is done for Moody.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Let's say that maybe an hour after Sonya finishes her spell, you'll be able to have the basics of what you need to have wood that floats on top, and the preparation. If you would need any oils, Moody does have a lamp, and it's not like you guys don't know the insignia cantrip.
I don't know if fire is bad.
Fire is bad. Yes, most of you should know it. But other than those things, is there anything anyone specifically wants to do?
After I do that stuff on there,
Mhm.
I want to look at this orb thing for a while, I guess.
Okay.
For an hour, maybe.
Okay.
I wanted to talk to Borlong and kind of find out where he's been, because it sounded like from the brief moment that we spoke in the middle of the battle that he was only with the kids and Stad for a short time and then took off. So
Just trying to find a place where I can stay, but it's not really that easy. There's always a bear or humans that like to hunt,
no one
and
hurt,
giant truck things that make noise.
but no one hurt you. You didn't get
No.
into any trouble.
Pretty strong.
I know you are.
We're
for sure,
strong.
but, and you're smart, but
Not that smart.
It's a familial thing. I think we're both very brave and smart enough.
You're the smartest and the bravest.
That's a Gryffindor for you.
Just the smartest.
Just the smartest.
I mean, just the bravest, not the smartest. Not the smartest.
I'm going to go around and ask if anybody can use the staff thing, because I'm going to start putting his personal effects like in with him.
If anyone has the ability to use an arcanic focus, you can use a staff technically instead of a wand, if you so choose.
What's the benefit to staff versus wand?
None.
Doesn't matter.
It's just flavor.
Okay.
Whatever you want to use for your. One's a walking stick,
Mhm.
and if the DM's nice enough, you can use it as a
Can you use it as
D6
like a-
worth of hit.
Can you use it as like a,
Nice.
You
like
can.
a 5-foot pole type thing?
No.
Like where it's like you're like tapping stuff?
I mean, yeah, you can use it for that. Yeah.
Like a seeing eye pole.
Or
It's
to, like,
it's longer.
spring traps
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
it's long.
Totally
Yeah, so you
wrong.
can tap things with it. Yeah.
So that'd be the
Sure.
benefit.
Yeah.
Versus.
Versus. The,
I don't think
Well,
it
nobody
works that
seems
way.
super
I
excited
don't
about it,
think
so I'm
so,
putting
yeah.
it in like.
Okay.
Unless it's
I'm putting
alive,
it like
unless it's a
where he's
snake.
holding it like.
Okay.
Like this.
okay.
And I'm putting the monkey by his head.
Wait, I thought. Oh,
I thought the monkey
that's-
got like full on pigment.
Yeah.
His familiar did.
This
yeah.
is a carving of a monkey.
Oh,
Oh,
that.
fair.
His familiar did get
I'm not getting any special thing other than it's a carving, right?
exactly.
Oh, one, yeah, I was gonna say, is there any kind of
And then these black
animation
chains,
so
they're
on
just
it?
chains, right?
Yes, they're black chains. Yeah.
All right. Well,
They're-
I'm gonna keep those. I'm gonna
Okay.
use it as a memento. And
Okay.
like kind of like wrap it around like my waist or something.
Okay. Roll me and our
This
Kana
snake
check whenever
belt.
you're done. Artie.
And the snake belt also. If I don't get any sense from it or anything, then I'm gonna.
Yeah,
take
it's
that.
none. The only thing that would be magical would be the orb that he had and the scrolls.
Okay.
Everything else looks
bef-
like material components.
Before
Sorry,
he-
go ahead.
I was gonna say before he attunes to it, I don't know if he already has technically or not. but I wanted to say, well, like as a group, wanted to say, well, who do you think should attune to it now? Because wasn't there like a major side effect to being attuned to it?
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to make you go crazy, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
I don't
Like
know.
you
I
had
just
to have
started
the-
looking at it and like doing the stuff. I didn't really like. I didn't even know there was any effects. To be honest.
It's the because you were in the room. Dumbledore did mention that the rumors are that anyone who uses it goes insane, and when Sonya tried to identify it, just the simple spell of knowing the true name of it, felt that there was a Chinese fireball within the orb, or at least she saw images of a Chinese fireball. That's what she concluded, and was babbling incoherently without her realizing she was.
It's intense.
So does anybody feel like they have the mental fortitude?
Nope.
I'm using big words.
I'm
Anyway.
down with it either way. From myself. I mean, like
He's
I'd
down
rather
with
it be
the
me than
sickness.
anybody else. We need the power to
All right,
defeat the
man.
enemy.
I'll keep an eye on you.
I mean, if Newt's right, that thing's
Pardon
less.
my vow.
Oh God.
That thing's less defeat and more enslaved.
I got a 9
so.
by the way for Arcana.
Oh,
Not ooh.
you still feel the energy from the vow that you made, even after Moody's gone, and you don't know or understand why. Just the unbreakable vow should be broken, but it's not.
I made it out of myself.
Sorry, he's done crystal.
So,
moment.
but yeah, I mean, with the 9, you're like, I don't understand, but I have more important things to do, and that are right in front of me to take care of.
Alright, I put the locket in there too.
Okay, alrighty.
I will keep brass lamp, scroll case, spell book, orb, jar of bones, which I will actually get the bones. And
No, I need them for research.
Too late. It makes too much sense to give it the bones.
My research.
Which add that on your characters because it's official.
Yay, bones. Thank you.
Jar of bones.
You have a jar with your name on it.
But yeah, and then whenever we're ready, I will use the brass lamp to actually
Okay.
like throw it out while it's like floating out. But that's a whole thing later, probably, right? Unless it's happening right now.
Whenever you want to do it, does anyone want to do anything specifically before that? You see Dumbledore kind of to himself and looking away. He's not really
I'm gonna go up to Dumbledore.
do much.
We'll
Okay.
be like, so we lost Moody.
He shakes his head.
You okay?
He was a good friend.
Sorry.
He says nothing and just walks away.
I'm gonna hug him. No, I'm kidding.
You do what you want. You want to hug him or no?
Actually, we'll wind up across the forest if you jump on him like,
Oh, there it is. Just magically flip to the right page. Okay, cool. Anything anyone wants to do specific for Artie attunes? Because I need Artie to roll some numbers.
So my character knows that whoever attunes to it allegedly goes insane. Okay.
Does
I'm going to prep lesser restoration. Not sure if it'll do anything, but just to be safe.
Okay.
I'm gonna
That's
just I'm gonna be going up to our friend over here and just watching him. Make sure he doesn't
Okay.
do anything.
So.
can well, I had a side question.
Yes.
The KFC that someone pulled from the air, is there anything left? Was that a shareable meal or
Oh, the pheasant?
Oh, I was like KFC.
that's what he
The
called it?
pheasant's totally fair game. You just gotta cook it.
It's fair game.
It's,
Sorry.
It's foul game.
it's foul game. Yeah.
Can I start a little fire and cook the since it's already deceased? Might as well. have
Yeah.
some sustenance for the party.
Sure, you can start cooking the
All yours.
Burritos.
You only eat burritos.
So
I only eat burritos.
Okay.
And justice.
So first,
And I'm all out of justice.
I need Artie to roll me 1d4
A D4?
Oh boy,
this is
Caltrop.
I'm scared.
as you are tuning to this item.
You can do it. You can do it.
3.
All right. So on a separate sheet, write Orb of Dragonkind. 'Cause I cannot give you the full sheet. It has 3 charges.
Or
3 charges.
3 charges. At every dawn, you reroll 1d4, and that's how many charges you get back.
what if I roll 4?
You get 4 charges.
Oh, okay, so I got 3 charges.
Maximum of 7 charges.
Max 7.
So the DC for these spells is 18. It costs 3 charges to cast Cure Wounds at level 5.
Whoa.
It's 1 charge to cast the Daylight spell.
Hold on 1 second.
That's level
Wait, the
3.
the orb does all of this?
Alright,
It's
so
a
what
two
was the
magical
second
item.
one?
Daylight for 1 charge,
Daylight.
That's useful.
Do we have it?
or Scrying for 3.
What's grind?
Scrying's a very powerful spell that lets you see things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's a
I want
Sonya
to
area.
scry.
That is a very Sonya spell.
This feels
Uh-huh.
like a magic card.
I want to
Just
scry.
like with the
Yeah.
option.
Oh, yeah.
I do have a question. As he's attuning, I want to ask him what is the area of effect because we happen to have another dragon in the party now.
You won't know until you're fully tuned to it. But you feel...
Like I can control, like, none of those options say anything about.
No, that's
like,
just the spells that the orb lets you cast.
Oh, okay.
So, here is the others, I think, rolling percentiles.
Ooh.
Can I also,
I hate
while
to do
he's,
this outside of a break, but I really need to go to the restroom.
It's okay.
I can't wait.
can I have
That Taco
Borlum
Bell's
kind
kicking in.
of check in with me periodically to tell me how he's feeling mentally because I'm very concerned about this close association with this thing.
I'll let
You
you
guys-
know if something develops.
You guys want to back up a bit? Oh.
10 on the dice is 100, right? Or is it
If
or
it's
is it
if
10?
it's 3 zeros, then it's 100.
It's just-
So that's a 10, yeah.
So 16.
16.
You die immediately.
No. For a long portion of the hour that you are performing this, you can roll me d10 if you want to be specific.
3.
3. For about 30 minutes of this, Artie's completely paralyzed.
Do people notice? Because I'm just like sitting there looking
I'm-
at it.
I'm
It
just
makes
looking
me
at
just
it.
look like I'm just like
You're just
super
you're
concentrated.
focusing on this,
and nobody notices that I'm paralyzed.
but nobody. He just looks intently focused for about 30 of those minutes.
I'm
He doesn't
like,
look
Am I-
abnormal.
Am I
it's
watching?
sleep
Like, if he's
paralysis,
blinking?
but
It does-
everybody's
he's blinking,
banned
he's
and
breathing.
Stuff coming
Good.
soon.
It just does not look like he is super focused on this. But
You okay?
nothing happens. Roll me one more percentile.
28.
28.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
And then one last percentile. As after 30 minutes, you feel like you zoned out, but you're gathering more. And you, at this point, at like the 40 to the hour mark, you feel that you have a mental connection to Borlong.
Mm-hmm.
And
Does he feel it? Can I tell if he feels it?
you can in a very dramatic way. What's your percentile?
46.
46.
It's slowly getting higher, guys.
Lee might kill
Okay.
you.
All right. So
Not Bones, Lee.
you have officially attuned to this item. Here are your side effects.
Oh god.
Character suffers from extreme paranoia.
Oh, great.
That's normal.
Someone is definitely after you because you have the orb, and you're the only one that can do this. You're the only one strong enough to withstand the mind of the Welsh, and everyone is going to be jealous of your power. If you do this, you are guaranteeing that you can face off against Grindelwald. And everyone here is eyeing you. They're all staring at you. They want this power.
That's not
too.
helping that I actually am.
Mhm.
And the secondary effect is
What are you looking at?
Dude, I'm just making sure you're okay.
achieving your goal is the only thing that is interesting to you. Everything else can be ignored. It is not your pursuit,
Just like my bath.
which is very concerning. But now that you're officially attuned to this legendary item, legendary artifact to be specific,
Whew.
I'm just saying, if I put it into like a better way, I'm just really cautious and I'm goal driven.
Can
so
Can I have a reaction
As
to
long
him
as-
asking what we were looking at?
sure.
Can I go to Borlung and put mage armor on him?
Sure. She's being weird and obviously does not trust you.
No.
I was like, what does she think I'm gonna? What does she think that we're about to fight? Like, what? Is not us, but is like someone coming to fight us? Like, did they already know?
Welsh's?
They already know that we have the orb thing.
Is he talking out loud or can I respond?
I'm saying that out loud.
Okay, I'd be like, the snake said there was stuff coming. I'm just gonna touch Borlung.
Okay. Yes, mage armor casted on.
All right.
Welsh is
you
nearby. I
can
mean, we hear him roaring in the
telepathically
distance.
detect any dragon within 40 miles.
Ooh.
You know exactly where the Welsh is. You know exactly where Borlung is. And you sense one other dragon that you were not aware of.
Can I?
They're in Hogwarts,
I
a
can't
baby
sense
is
anything other than their
breathing.
presence, right? Like how big they are, like
Not just that there is a dragon
Okay.
there.
so like with my mental link or anything, I can't.
No. But as an action, as long as you're within 30 feet of it, you can call a dragon to you.
Oh, fuck.
Just got a bombshell.
And depending on their save, you can tell a dragon what to do indefinitely.
Is that DC 18 still, or is it different?
That's DC 18.
And that's a separate action.
Yeah.
And that's also 30 feet.
Yeah, you have to be within 30 feet too to do this.
So for one action, I can call them to me. For another action, I can tell them what to do. But they both have to be within 30 feet, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So I mean, I would just use the other action and tell them to come to me. It's the same thing, right?
I mean,
Or is there a limit? I can only do each one.
it does not say the limit. It's just a spell DC. Because the rest, I cannot tell you.
Okay. And does it cost a spell slot?
Nope. It's part of the item.
Sweet.
Does it cost a charge?
Nope. Just the spells cost charges.
Alright, I'm gonna look over at Borlong, and just to test this out, I'm gonna say, tell us your darkest secret.
Oh, God.
What is Borlong's wisdom saving throw?
You mean his
His will save.
modifier? Oh,
Yeah, what's
yours
his-
is save is whiz plus 2.
So,
Did he
one
just
percentiles.
did he just enslave Borlong? I'm scared.
I just asked him a question.
You're right, but it says it will obey your
Nobody
commands
knows what
indefinitely.
this will do except for me, right? So I'm just asking him.
Technically,
Well, he has
I
some-
don't know.
I'm
he has
stating
some
all
magical
of this.
resistance.
Technically,
above
you don't
his
know what it'll
base.
do.
I got an 88.
Well, I know now that I'm attuned to it, right? Isn't that the attuning thing?
You are attuned to it. I cannot explain a thing,
You
but as far as you understand, You control this item,
Can I say something?
and you know all the properties of the item.
Or no, I can't. 'Cause that would be
As
You're
you
just gonna
say
have
that
to
out
hear
loud,
what the
Borlong
properties are, I
says,
guess later.
That's fine. I mean, you can tell me.
I
clearly
remember when I
later.
killed someone for their flesh as a child. And then he's looking directly at you.
For their flesh?
Yes.
Oh, like to eat?
Yes.
That's normal for a dragon, right?
Yes.
Sometimes.
It's finger looking good.
It's
And
cool.
he's just
It's cool. I
staring.
was just
Oh,
wanting
God.
to know. I just want to get closer to you.
Okay.
You okay, Borlong?
Hey.
Can I be friends?
I can be your friend.
Nice.
Oh, son of a
Borlong?
bitch.
And I'll be like, as you were, and then I'm gonna like walk off or something.
He just ignores everyone and goes towards the river and starts drinking water.
Son of a bitch.
He's your brother.
Yeah. I'm not cool with any of this shit. I'm just telling you that right now.
Okay.
But I mean, to them, all that happened is I asked him a question.
You asked him a
answered
question.
it, and then he was acting a little weird.
He
and I was
he
like,
looks like he was ignoring you guys.
Yeah,
and
that wasn't a normal question that he would have answered. I would definitely know that.
He'd have probably told you
He-
to fuck off under other circumstances.
That's not something you knew, that he killed someone as a child.
I had him from an egg.
It's not something you knew.
Borlong has a dark and secret past. We making league jokes, boys.
So like this orb on
Mhm.
here, like is it literally just a smooth
It
sphere?
what it
or
is
what's it look
a it was a scalish almost red but a lot of green scales on it. Roll me perception.
Get high.
Nat 20.
You started seeing some of the scales change color to a slight silver coloration that were not there when you attuned to it. You know this orb backwards and forwards, like you know the colors that were on it. It's a lot of red, a little bit of green, and now about 3 scales pop out that are now silver colored. That was not there before.
And like, does it look like a similar color of what like Borlong's?
It looks like
scales?
it's a Borlon scales.
Is Borlong currently in dragon form or human form?
He wasn't human.
He wasn't human form.
I don't know if when he went to the river he changed. I imagine it's more comfortable for him to.
Yeah,
come.
actually, he should have changed. He should have changed into a dragon as soon as that happened.
I just wanted him to be able to get on a broom or move away, human-y, during fighting.
When technically said, hey, as you were, like, you know, do you, he would have changed into a dragon, and then pull into the river and started drinking from the river.
Dude, maybe let's not do that again with Borlong.
Yeah, I want to
You-
walk
you-
over to.
I already
the,
walked.
Other than really bones, Borlon just seems a little bit like, You don't notice terribly what's happening. You weren't 100% focusing on what Artie was doing. That's.
Well, I was, because I was watching him the whole time.
My character's aligned with Newt.
Yes.
I'm going to be kind of concerned with how the orb interacts with a dragon.
I based on how you were talking to him, there is something wrong with Borlon.
I'm going
He's
to follow
still-
Bones over.
Okay.
Because now I'm fully Concernicus. Like,
Yeah.
He's over here somewhere. So Jericho, what are you and Sonya doing?
is Sonya still casting her spell?
It should have been done by now. She probably would be inside, but what are you guys doing?
I just like to say when I walked off, I was walking off towards Dumbledore.
Okay.
Probably just have her rest, and I'll just stay awake.
Okay. All right. So she's Napsters, and you're inside the tent taking watch.
Yeah.
For the purposes of the spell. So,
I'm curious. Is it
Yeah.
actually invisible or no?
no, it's not. It's an actual tent. You
Tent.
can physically see it.
Okay.
And it looks like an ordinary tent, but when you step inside, I believe there's multiple levels. Like it can have up to like floors and stuff. But I'm not exactly trying to read on the book to be specific on what the spell does. But so you guys are going towards Borlon?
Yes.
You three?
Yes.
Okay. You see him drinking water.
And be like, hey, bud, you were, or I mean, he's your brother.
Yeah, no.
You
I
talk
mean,
to
I
him.
had already asked him what was going on, but then he walked away.
Oh yeah. He looks at you guys. Just looking at you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Oh, sorry. I'm fine.
Are you sure, man? You kind of had a moment there. It was like a senior moment. You kind of spaced out.
I was just talking to my friend.
How long have you known Artie for?
Remember we went on the coward ride together?
Couple of months.
Okay. And you're sure you don't feel any different after
I'm fine.
that thing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Looks a little weirded out.
Why?
Why what?
Why are you weirded out?
He looks weirded out.
He looks
Oh,
weirded out. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I thought you said he said he was weirded out.
He looks a little weirded out when you're like, you okay? You fine? He looks like he's not understanding why
Okay, let me
this is coming to him.
explain, Borlong. According to Newt, that orb is designed to enslave your kind.
Just from my perspective, I wasn't like.
No, you just had it in your hand. You were just talking to him.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I didn't attack him with the
No.
sword.
no.
But you did ask him to do something he would not have done.
You did
I
say
asked him a
answer.
personal question.
Yeah, you asked a personal question, and he answered something that to you kind of seems out of character and a lie, but that's what he said. You also don't know Borlon for being a liar. I feel fine. Don't.
You feel like your will's still your own?
I can do whatever I want. Yeah.
Just making sure.
Sure.
Well, I'm convinced. And with that, I'm going to
We just care.
walk
Just
back
trying to
towards
make
the
sure
tent.
you're all right.
Okay.
Did Artie share what he was aware of, other than he just asked Borlong a question, but
asked
no one
Borlong.
else knew anything else?
Nope. Unless you want to say anything, but he hasn't explained any of the spells or. Any of
I
that
mean,
stuff.
when he was detecting things.
No, he didn't explain anything.
No, he didn't say the thing.
No, whenever I finished, you guys were all staring at me, and then
Mhm.
that's when I was like, "What are y'all staring at?"
And I
As
said,
you're,
we're just making sure you're okay.
As you are walking towards Dumbledore, the first thought comes to your mind of, if someone was to backstab me, it would be him. He's obviously the one who's most interested in you. He could be a threat.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You have to protect the orb. You're the only one that can finish the Welsh and then move on to your mission against Grindelwald. If we have a betrayer, the only one you think might have the mental capacity to equal yours would be Dumbledore. You have to watch out for him. That's your
Alright,
walking
so
towards.
from like a little bit of a distance on there, I'm gonna ask him, "What's your darkest secret?"
Towards Dumbledore?
Mhm.
He looks at you. I have too many to bear. How are you feeling?
Ready?
That's good. If there's anything strange, just let us know. Moody was volunteered to be the one to tackle on the task. If it would hurt his body or mind, he felt that he should be the one to bear the pain. you feel it doing anything, let it go. Don't die over this. But also let us know if we can help you in anything.
What would help me feel better about the whole group is if everybody shared something. Something to bring us closer together. That way,
Some camaraderie.
these darker secrets don't keep us apart.
Sure. Looks a little confused, but okay. Let's walk back with the group then. Has...
I'm gonna be like after you and not let him be behind me.
Okay. He walks forward. See ya.
He's avoiding
Kindly
these
takes that.
questions.
Did you set Moody off?
I think we prepared it, but
Okay.
I don't think we actually did the ritual yet.
Okay.
But I mean,
That's probably what he would be walking back to then. As you see Artie, Moody, Dumbledore, sorry, coming back. Borland kind of extends his wings. Just moves away. A little bit closer to where Dumbledore and Artie are. As they're reaching towards where the boat is.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You want to know my darkest secret?
So,
I'm gonna go
what do you guys do?
over there
As
as well.
Moody, as Dumbledore is just
Well, all that was
silently
happening.
talking to himself, but towards Moody's body and just
I'm in the
He's big.
tent now, like
Okay.
just looking around, just kind of in awe that an incantation can bring this to life.
yeah.
I'm gonna be towards the river with them,
Okay.
saying goodbye.
Oh.
I'll also be at the river, but I want to make sure that I'm like kind of like on like a far side where I can see everybody.
Okay.
And having seen Dumbledore and the rest of them come back, I guess I'll join them at the river.
Okay. So, Jericho, would you be in the hut or would you be at the quote unquote funeral? The ritual we're doing.
I'll just be watching it from afar.
Okay. Alright. As you see, he is also just watching from afar. But you're with them now?
Yeah.
Okay. Dumbledore just puts his hand over his head and slightly mutters under his breath, but enough that you guys can hear. He was the best sword we've ever known. And a good father. And he just kind of steps away. You see that he bows his head, and a tear falls over his eye. And he's just staring at the water. You hear the water hitting against the boat and starting to go on shore, but then goes back into the water, goes on shore, back into water until it's released. So, what do you guys do?
Did you say it was already on fire?
No, it's not on fire yet.
Oh.
I'm gonna.
Whenever he gets like out to a distance, I want to use his brass lamp and like throw it over to catch it on
Okay.
fire.
So, if no one's doing anything, you should.
putting in-
And then I'll say like he passed on his burden, and now it is our burden to bear. Don't let his life be in vain.
I'm putting a bourbon in because I have
Okay.
2 bottles of
Okay.
bourbon. I'm putting one in there.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna reach for the other one and say,
You don't know I
You
have
are?
it.
oh, you don't know I don't know you have it? Well
No.
then, in that case, I'm just going to bow my head and say he was valiant given his shortcomings and cautious, almost to a fault, but in a good way.
Mia will pass around her bourbon bottle to everybody that's around.
Okay. That's me kind of.
Share sipsies.
Yes. Dumbledore refuses.
Aren't y'all
Whenever I shoot
minors?
him
What are you doing with alcohol?
refusing, it makes me think even more that like he's trying not to be a part of this group and try to get this stuff done.
He's being a little shady right now.
16's legal.
And he still hasn't answered my
No.
question.
He's not answering a question.
He's not going to. Right. I know he isn't. What dick?
He's a bit of a dick.
Oh, I thought that was his secret.
My secret is I'm always an asshole. As he hasn't answered your question and refuses the bottle and just is suspicious every now and then glances over at you. Why does he keep looking at you? But with that, the mission on your hand, can't let someone as small as Dumbledore deter you from it. We push the boat into the river to take set. As that happens, Artie throws the oil lamp. As his body's in flames, slowly moving away.
You sad or are you laughing? Which
No,
one?
I'm sorry, I was crying. Okay.
Speak with plants is a 30-foot range, doesn't it? And the river's going through a forest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As the boat gets out there, I'm going to quietly cast Speak with Plants, look towards the trees at the bank right at the edge of my range, and say bow as the boat goes under them.
Whoa.
That was beautiful.
Did we hear him say bow?
Roll me stealth versus y'all's passive
Hell yeah, y'all
perception.
heard it.
What do you have?
That's an 11.
Okay,
If-
I heard it.
If it's higher than your passive perception, you heard it. Yeah.
Like it's the beginning of Born of Osiris. Bow down.
Why are you like this?
Oh my god, dude!
So you heard the incantation being uttered, the arcanic words being said, and plants moved underneath.
I was trying to set a scene. Screw
Yeah.
me, right?
It's beautiful.
No, it's gorgeous. You did good, man. You did real good.
About like 3 hours or so have passed by since you guys have reunited and started the spells, the attunement, the procedure to this. You hear it from far off.
I'd like
Does
to,
it sound closer?
just as like a thing during that time on there, like if I can use these black chains to somehow like fasten the orb onto me in some secure way, or is it like a smooth ball?
It's a ball. You can, if there was a way to heat metal, you can probably do it. This is just chains with no like hook or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to, maybe rope would be probably better. You would need to like adhere the chain onto the orb, or fasten it somehow. But it's the chains are literally just chains. It's not meant to be connected or anything. Yeah.
I was just saying if there's like a ridge or like a hook or
Yeah,
something on it. I didn't know.
Yeah. No. Yeah. If you had
No,
the
I'll
heat
just
metal
keep
spell or blacksmithing tools, yeah, easily you could do that.
Yeah.
But not with the current
Later.
tools. Yeah. Exactly. Later. So.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head back towards the tent, I think.
Okay.
As like I pass Borlong under my breath, I want to use my ability to say "protect me" in the orb.
As Artie passes by, you see Borla, and you see him kind of go up to the.
And at the end, I'll be like, "if needed," like where he's like, just like
Okay.
not like I'm in immediate danger, but like if something were to happen
Sure.
because I'm suspicious.
Sure.
But I would like to do it like towards the edge of the 30-foot
Okay.
radius where it's not obvious
Yeah.
that I said
Yeah.
something.
Alright, so Artie goes into tent. Mia follows suit afterward, and you guys just see Borla and kind of patrols a little bit around, and then before he just settles on top of a broken down log, and you see him kind of just arch over, just almost as if he was guarding the tent itself.
I lock my door. If I have my own room, I lock.
I don't know exactly how the spell works. I can look it up really
I
quick
don't think
though.
it has
Yeah.
rooms like that. I thought it was just
like
space.
Yeah.
I don't know because I think it's Liam's tiny mansion that has floors and stuff. But we'll see. I will look it up. It might just be an open space, and for now we say that there is some sort of privacy. But I'll see.
I'm gonna
In the most private way, I go inside.
Yes.
before he he goes too far inside, I'm just gonna be like, hey man, what happened when you like touched the orb or whatever? You look really intent on it.
Well, I just was like attuning to it, learning its powers and all that kind of stuff. I think I can do the dragon thing now.
Okay.
I think.
Do you think? Anything else, or?
I mean, not that I know yet. I mean, it seems like I haven't tested out the other stuff, but it seems like it has some power.
I'm mad at Ying.
She's being awfully nosy, and
Yeah.
why?
Like I want to be like Artie wants to like not give you all the information because if you know too much, then you will end up wanting
There's
more.
3 dragons.
It's a 10-foot radius. 9 creatures can fit inside.
I will say that I can kind of feel the dragons.
Okay.
Spells
I
can
think
go in,
there's a
spells
third
can't
one.
go out.
Spells
There-
can't
there's
go
a what?
in,
I
and
think
spells
there's a
can't
third
go
dragon.
out.
I'm
You
not
cast
sure
a
how this
spell,
works
save
Are
exactly,
you talking
but
to him, but he's in the tent and you're outside? Is
Sonya,
that the-
she
she
would have
said that
really
she
did.
stopped me before I went in the tent.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So we can all hear what you're saying.
Sure.
If you guys aren't by the lake.
No.
There's a third
Dumbledore's by the way.
dragon.
Did you mention
Is
that?
yeah, I told her. But is the third one near? Like, where is the third one? at?
Immediately next to the Welsh. Well, so
Okay, buddy.
there's 2 dragons immediately close to each other. Like, you don't feel them because you can always feel where a dragon's presence is 40 miles from you. They have not been more than 30 feet apart from each other. You don't know any detail, and they are 2. And if you can sense it, you've been here. Like with basic information, if you've seen the forest above, since you guys were flying over it, you have a crude map, but at least a map. You know where Hogwarts is. You've been in the Forbidden Forest, not this far in, but you've been in it. You know the radius of effect of the dragon's ability. They seem to be smack down in the middle of the radius. Like you can pinpoint that. Maybe a couple hundred feet or a couple hundred yards off, but they're pretty center, both of them next to each other.
I'm gonna say we need to rest up tonight, and I know exactly where to go.
Okay.
So everybody rest up,
3.
get their spells together.
Sounds to me if they're close together, maybe we're dealing with a mama and a baby, or a daddy and a
Just
baby.
get me close, and I'll take care of it.
Damn. Oh wow.
I don't like that
I
because
feel
that's
like
not
that
what we
confident,
discussed
right?
as a group.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you have a handle on this
Sure.
for sure.
I hear you, Artie, but that's not what we discussed as a group.
Before we went in, do you
Yeah.
remember us
This
talking
was a
about all
last
that?
ditch thing, and Moody was not really agreeing with us, but we were not going to use this kind of force unless we had to.
Well, I'm just saying that I think that I think we should do this quick and easy.
What is this? I thought we were going to go in and try to see if we could reason with the Welsh and potentially
Relocate them.
relocate in a non-damaging manner.
We can definitely try to do that.
I hope so. I doubt it, but I hope so.
Okay, man.
I think that, I mean, honestly, I'm thinking that maybe we could even persuade it to join us. I don't know.
Wow.
We just got to go talk to him, but I know where he's at. So
Why didn't Moody ever mention that, I wonder? Because that seems like that's a reasonable...
maybe Moody didn't know.
maybe not.
Technically, nobody knew exactly what the powers of this was.
Sure, but I mean, he could have been forthcoming if he wanted to. We don't know what they
I'm
are.
not telling y'all that I can control it. I'm just saying I feel confident that if we go, we can figure this out one way.
I know,
or
but
another.
I'm just saying that I wish that when we were having our war meeting that someone would have mentioned, hey, maybe we can persuade him to join our side. I feel like we could do that. Like, I wish Moody would have shared that. Maybe that was a thought.
I mean, Moody
Just
just wanted to go in
frustrated.
and murder it, right?
Moody was pretty set on murdering, but he was given orders to do it peacefully. And last resort was, if it was a dragon or y'all, he would go kill the dragon. That was his mindset, and
I feel
he
about
was
the
very
same.
forward about that.
I feel
Yeah.
like he communicated that to us, that his preference was more towards.
Violence than not.
Yeah.
I don't want any of you guys to die. That's for sure. And I want to let the dragon live over y'all. But I mean, like I said, I know where to go at least, so
Okay.
we can
Yeah. No,
put
I
whatever plan
appreciate it,
into.
man.
I appreciate what
into
you're saying.
effect.
I think that's more encouraging than I had thought.
Okay.
What is y'all's passive perception?
16.
Okay.
12.
18.
Is it just the
Just passive,
straight
just
passive?
passive, yeah.
13.
Okay. Artie, and what's yours, Jericho? Since you're hearing all the argument.
16.
Jericho, Artie, and Grizz. You see that Borlong's head's tilted down. His ears are perked back. You see that he's moving slowly and slowly towards, like his paws are moving towards where the group is. You see his claws are slightly extended. And he's
I want to
looking directly at Artie.
and be like,
And he immediately calms out.
but I'm not being obvious about it. Yeah.
No, no, it's all telepathic. But only you three saw it. It's from Griswold and hi Sonya. From Griswold, Sonya also has extremely high perception. So from Griswold, Sonya, and because you took the fucking feet, and and Jericho, you see like what a cat looks like before it's about to pounce, and then you immediately just calm down. But from Borlong.
And I'm gonna be like, hey, your brother's being a little weird.
You said that to me?
Yeah.
Really?
I can feel the tension in the air, so I'm going to walk over to Sonya and quietly
I'll
ask,
go talk to him.
ask her if...
You're gonna go talk to.
Hey,
to Borlong?
Sonya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know sending?
No, unfortunately I don't.
Can you prepare it by tomorrow morning?
That's something I can't be able to do.
Wizards can't prep a spell.
They pick a specific number of spells. They don't have a
So it's not like a
open
druid
They're
spell
not-
book. No,
Okay.
they pick those spells and they're locked in. Sorcerers, just as much. But sorcerers can manipulate their spells. Wizards just have a longer list of spells they can prep,
Got
and
it.
they have the ability to keep putting spells in the
So
book.
none of us have... I'm going to approach Dumbledore and
Yep.
ask him the same
I thought
question.
Mia had sending.
Message.
His message.
Yeah.
It's different.
I'm looking
have
for
message.
sending.
I
Sending.
have
Sending.
message. Somebody I thought had sending this last
We
time
were
around.
misusing the spell because of the convenience factor
Here's-
I'm
in
going to
earlier
walk.
games.
I'm going to walk up to Dumbledore and ask
Okay.
him the same
But before,
It's fine.
you and Borlong. But is there anything that Sonya wanted to do? Since I know you just got here, or you just been. If not, then Josh can brief you in on what's been happening.
I guess we're just so. I think what we're doing from this point on, right?
One more time.
We're just discussing what we're doing from this point on.
Yeah, you guys are just deciding what to do for technically
Yeah.
tomorrow morning because you guys are doing a full rest. If that's still the plan.
Yes.
Then yeah, just a little bit of that and a little bit of tension in the air from the ore being attuned and used. But if there's nothing specific that you want to do in that,
I'd like to go like with her over to Borlong.
as you're walking and you're about to approach your brother, you see Artie stepping.
Yeah, and I'll
towards
say, hey, Artie, can you give us a minute?
Like, sure.
you.
then
Borlong
I'll-
kind of looks towards Artie and then looks at you.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of want to talk to you alone, Borlong. You want to maybe fly away from everybody for a little bit? Just do like a perimeter security thing.
Roll me persuasion with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
I would just like to say I was going to go over and I was going to command him to do whatever he wants.
Okay. Then never mind. Anything you want.
I was going to do this out loud, though. I did this mentally, I guess, now.
Yeah,
But the idea was to go over and be like, hey, like, I want you to be able to do whatever you want.
Okay.
But that didn't happen. That was just my intention.
It didn't happen?
Well, she told me to go away.
Yeah, because
Oh.
he was walking up when I was trying to talk to him, and I
Oh.
was like, ah.
And then, but what you said mentally is that we're still going with that?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I want him to have free will.
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
But like when
Yeah.
I ask for the protection and stuff, I ask because I think he's friendly.
Yeah,
Like, I
he's
think he'll
very
pr-
friendly.
I think he's the one
He has your
person
back.
here.
Yeah,
that'll
he has your
have
back for sure. Yes, he has your back.
Whether he wants to or not.
Well, I mean, he's a good guy. Why wouldn't he?
We
Artie's
had
like,
a great ride together.
yeah, it was so many burritos, so many burritos. As you see his
Do you
wings,
need my numbers?
I see his wings ascended. Where do you want the perimeter to be done?
I've got my broom, yes, so we're just
Okay.
gonna... let's just, go not near the rain and the storms, but just kind of circle so I
Sure.
can talk to you and
Okay.
be away.
Be away.
Are we talking?
Yeah,
Away
you guys
from
are.
Should we be stealthy?
Yeah. Do you want to be stealthy?
I think that would be wise since we're still in the middle of...
He's not being stealthy at all.
Okay. Can I ask him to be stealthy?
You can ask him to.
Like they're nowhere near us, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Like the other dragons.
Yeah, we don't know.
They're at least 5 miles away.
Like they wouldn't be able to see them just in the sky.
You know how good their eyes
5
are?
miles seems like a long time.
5 miles is a
Away
long.
from me.
5 miles
so
is a-
I'm not worried about.
5 miles is
flying around
it's a
there.
good distance, but I don't know. Maybe.
That's not that much of a difference.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, guys.
It's
To
dark though,
Artie,
isn't
that
it?
seems like a
Hey,
long way
not
away.
inside. Out of the 1 mile radius of the rain, it's pretty bright in here. It looks like a very livid.
I thought it was
Forest.
nighttime. No.
Oh yes. There is visibility.
Oh.
It's not being obscured by heavy rain.
I was just hoping that if we were moving around, it was dark outside.
It is dark
It's not
outside.
easy to see
Yes,
anything.
it is dark outside.
Okay, not like, oh wow, clear sky dragon.
Yeah, it is
I
dark
wouldn't
outside.
have suggested flying if it
Yes,
wasn't dark.
it
so
is
that
dark
was
outside.
my mistake for not asking. Okay, yeah. So I just want to ask Borlong. Actually, can I? Because we're flying, right? So it's going to be noisy and whatever. Can I just use my message since we're going to be close to each
Sure,
other?
you can get out to
But that just goes straight to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna ask him instead. How are you really feeling? Because I'm feeling strange.
I'm a little bit tense. I don't know why people are being so rude and mistrusting with Darty. He's trying to help us.
Well, yeah, I can understand that he's trying to help, but he also has been pretty close-lipped about things that were his motivations and kind of running away from the party in the past, so people are less.
As long as we
Yeah.
defeat the dragon, that's all that really matters.
No, I
Nobody
don't.
dies. That's our mission, right?
No, I don't think so.
We need to get the dragon out of the school.
I think we need to get the dragon to not hurt the creatures in the forest and to
Oh.
move.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't think we want to kill him though.
I didn't
mean,
say kill him. Just defeat him. Whatever that means.
Oh, see, I would think that from your perspective, that would be the worst to kill the dragon. I mean, this is a majorly old dragon. That would be such a loss of life, right? Wouldn't you not want that?
Doesn't bother me.
I feel really weird. I don't know.
He's not family. Your family. He's not.
I understand it. I mean, I don't want to make the choice between you and him, but last time we encountered him when you were getting hurt, I would have.
I was by myself and he caught me off guard. But I feel that Artie and you have my back.
Okay. You're 100% right. I have your back.
Yeah.
I got your front.
Jess, I need you to not.
She's just throwing stuff in the air like
Pay
you know, it's gonna be
attention to me.
intercepted.
Pay attention to me. perception since you're flying above.
Okay. So 15?
15? 15 will get slight notice. From your point of view, very close and off into the distance, there's a large opening. You can assume that's where the school is. I mean, it's
Like a
like from
where there's no trees.
Yeah, there's no trees, and you see the water, so like it's a pretty easy assumption. You see that really close to it. Almost looks like the forest is disappearing, like in a slow, but due to if this is happening to trees, even though at this speed, it is technically slow, but it's incredibly unnatural and fast. As you're seeing a lot of the foliage that's there, especially those mazes that are going towards center, a lot of it starts to go down
Uh-oh.
slowly.
Really?
You're seeing a lot of it happen towards school. A lot of the specific 20-foot tall walls of maze starting to slowly go down. Like an inch a minute, but they're going down.
Like a lowering of defenses kind of thing? Is that my impression? Just
Whatever
stuff's
your impression
going
is, that's
down,
all you
huh?
see. Yeah, stuff's going down. Literally.
Yeah, I can see that.
And you can, yeah. 15, you can.
If I were to use, I can't use my staff while I'm flying, right? Because it's
Your staff, technically...
no.
I mean,
I can wait till we
technically,
land. I wanted to see if there was any update or anything.
you can
like that.
you can communicate with snakes if you feel safer when you land down, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to message Borland again and just in his brain say, you know, it's always been just me and you, so you have to let me know if you feel like something is creeping in, because based on one of my best friends who I trust the most, Sonya, saying what this orb can do, I don't think that we can avoid it affecting you, and I feel like it's going to, and it makes me almost want to tell you to leave, to be safe.
I want to be here to protect you guys. Protect you. But if something is creeping up in my mind, I'll let you know.
Yeah, because my concern is that it's going to make you do something you wouldn't want to do, and I don't want to see that happen to you.
I think I'll be fine. But if anything does breach my mind, he looks a little bit weird, like trying to really understand what that means to him. I'll let you know.
Okay, I trust you with my life, you know that, so I'll leave it at that. I won't try to second guess you, but also, and I'm sure you heard the discussion, but from what we understood, again, from others who, like Newt, you remember how he was very interested in you, but in a positive way.
Yeah, he's a pokey.
Yeah, I feel like he's an advocate for animals. I think that's his passion. That's what you can kind of feel off of him. And I feel that from him. And he was extremely adamantly opposed to this orb even being present around a dragon.
Maybe he's not strong enough to use it.
I think that's probably true, but also I think from perspective of preserving what's good and natural in the magical world, he didn't want this thing affecting those creatures, which you are. And I feel like you should feel more cautious than normal, because
If I think the orb is harming me, I'll let you know.
yeah, okay.
And Arden.
I can only tell you what I know and hope that things go well. And I'll try to protect you as best I can.
Thank you.
Oh.
Try to protect you as well.
I love you, brother.
I love you too.
Okay, we can go down if you're done. I mean, we should probably tell everybody about what's going down and deforesting
What's going down.
land.
And we will hit our break. And then we'll come back with our conversation with Double.
Okay.
But we'll be back in, let's say 10. To be a little bit shorter than usual.
Okay.
But alright, see you guys in a bit. Okay, I've got the new script you sent us for the next episode. So we have new players. Who's Grayson? Yeah, you know who that is?
Yeah, I'm reading that too. What's this? Tori Val?
So we have new players.
New players?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, dude. So it also says that the schedule's changed. We're playing on Mondays now.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, what happened to Tuesday?
That'll team out Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh well.
Okay.
Okay.
And just one last little thing.
And it's online now?
Yeah, that. So we're not playing in the studio anymore. It's all online. All right, man. That fucking works for me. All right. Cool. See you later. Bye. We're coming back to you approaching. Now we're tipping maybe 11 p.m. or so. People are fatigued and bruised for sure. Tiredness is hitting.
The only reason I'm sleeping is because I'm out of spells.
Have we set up the watch order? I mean, obviously Borlong and I did the perimeter, and I wanted to convey to everybody that we were seeing the foliage around the castle moving down, like drawbridge down, something moving out, something scary, whatever that means.
Like decaying?
It looked like it was being forced down, from my perception.
So,
unnaturally, meaning something was controlling it down.
due to a little bit of time sensitivity.
Yes.
Really quickly. First, our watch is going to be taken, and if so, who's going to take first, second, or third, or fourth? And how are we dividing it?
My intention
2 hour,
was
1 hour?
I'm not going to take the first watch.
myself and Borlong to take the first
Okay.
after we did the perimeter, so we could continue to talk. And I figured it'd be a
Okay.
couple hours, but I
Okay.
don't know.
So, okay.
Equitable distribution over the night, whatever.
Who wants to take second watch? I'm just going to put people down by watch.
I'll take the last watch.
Do you want me to take watch with you? Or
Doesn't matter.
okay.
If anybody else wants to, it's fine. It don't matter.
who wants to, Sonya and Jericho, you guys want to take second watch?
As long as it's not Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Who wants
I'll
to take third?
I'll take third.
Do you want anyone to take it with you?
I'll take it with now.
Okay, alright.
Yay!
I'll put Dumbledore in a minute since you guys are technically talking. So, alright. I guess Dumbledore was the only one that gets a quote-unquote full night's sleep, but we'll see about that. For purposes of right now, you can pull HP full up. If you need to change spells, change spells. For right now, that's all golden. Recover half of your hit die just in case anyone needs to take a short rest later on. So keep track of all that stuff. Add onto your sheets. As you approach Dumbledore, what do you say?
So do we
I'm going to ask him if he knows
get
sending.
full health? Okay.
Yeah, you're at full.
Cool.
I'm asking.
All right. And let me look at his spell
As a
list. I think
player,
yes.
that's what I'm wanting to ask.
Yeah.
As a character, I'm asking if he can get a message to Newt at this distance.
Yeah, because you said only certain people perceived that cat pounce thing that
Yeah.
Borlong was
I
doing. Grizz being one.
I
Should I call you Grizz?
don't
Do you care?
have that ability. This distance.
What are we gonna do about Artie, dude? It's obvious that orb is doing something to Borlum that isn't natural. Isn't I was going to tell Newt the orb has bent Borlung to its will.
So he kind of grabs you and like makes you like let's talk this way, away from the tent.
Well, I assumed that Dumbledore was.
Yeah, but a little bit further. Like
Gotcha.
the conversation
This
requires.
isn't happening during the watch, right?
This is happening technically
Before watch.
Before watch.
Okay.
But as I am looking
Is
something
this
up.
before our watch too? Or are we back from our perimeter thing?
This is happening technically while you guys are still checking perimeter.
Got it.
Okay, yeah.
Can I throw in one more thing real quick so
Yes.
I just don't come back
No,
to us?
I wanted to confirm that one of his spells could function as scrying, but it cannot. He can see things as they actually are, not in the distance.
Gotcha.
When we're done with perimeter, once we tell everybody what's going on, that was my intention, and then we start a watch. I wanted to look at the jar of bones and investigate that while we're on our watch, and kind of give Borlum to look at it and tell me what he thinks.
Material components.
Okay.
He says it smells weird. A little corroded. They've been charred a little bit. It's been repeatedly used the same material over and over again. Not a good wizard, but at least it's doable for what he did.
Should I roll for my charges?
Yeah, roll a d4.
Oof.
You have 5 charges. Oh wait, you have a.
He had 3.
So you have 4.
Four.
Okay. So you have 4 charges now. As you guys step a little bit closer towards the river, you can see that he's intentionally making sure that you guys approach like a noisier section. I cannot communicate with the only thing I can do would be to physically apparate in front of you.
You can apparate that far? Could you come back?
I am too tired to do it twice. And to be honest, if I did, I'd be using up some either very hard offensive or defensive spells.
We'll tell Newt about it when we get back. But I got a gut feeling, man. Like, Newt said this thing was bad juju. Like, really bad juju.
Artie looks himself. I don't think he trusts us. But we're prying in a lot on him. If I don't want to fill a prophecy if there isn't one to be filled. I don't want to add on aggravation if there is no aggravation to be added. Be smart, stay your distance, keep an eye on him. But I don't have the thought that he might harm anyone. And then you hear that message being repeated in your head again.
Is that him?
That's him. You can roll me an insight if you would like.
That is a natural 1.
Oh.
He's sending mixed signals here.
You hit yourself in the
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, that seems like the up and down of it. Okay. I don't like the standing that I'm leaving this conversation in, but I don't see any way to gain additional footing here. So, Grizz is just gonna be like, all right, man, whatever you say. I'm gonna go get some sleep before my shift.
You hear in the back of your head as soon as you leave, in Dumbledore's voice. Have faith and trust me.
Okay, Jesus.
It's good in more ways than one.
Oh wow, that's awesome merch. By the way.
Thanks for the plug.
And I'm just going to nod as I'm walking away, and then from that I'm going to go to the tent and get some snoozes.
Okay. 4. Okay. Alright. First watch goes by uninterrupted.
Oh, that's
Peaceful. Second watch. We have Sonya and Jericho. You guys do notice something very apparent.
Fuck.
There was 4 entrances going into this Centaur village. You see throughout the hour of your watch, 3 of them start going down pretty slowly, but the 20-foot wall of just 5 feet thickness of maze that was obviously not there and very apparent put by the dragon is disappearing, and only 1 is left.
Oh.
What do you guys do?
He's giving us a sign.
You go look at it? Fine.
What?
I'm gonna go check it out real quick.
You could go check it out.
I'll go check it out real quick.
He's doing the thing.
Okay. As you go outside and there's rolling perception.
Oh boy. Roll good.
Just him or me too?
He's the one expecting it, so just him. If you're going out, you can too.
This is scary.
21.
You see that the maze went straight tilted, and you see slowly as it's reforming. That one thick piece of maze is reforming itself.
Are you okay?
The things do the thing where it's like, do the thing, you form it itself. Do it this way.
I feel like that was a rogue way to say that.
That was super roguey way to say that.
Can you figure it out? Are you stealthy enough?
What are you buying? What are you selling?
Or like, okay, come back, boy. Come on. Or like, whistle. Come back.
Wow.
As you whistle, you hear that. Anything specific that you guys want to do? Other than that, the night's gonna go pretty uneventful.
Yeah, I'd rather not. Let's not test it.
Okay. For the next.
But whenever we switch, I'll tell whoever's next information.
So you let Neff and Griswold know, as you guys know that information.
Yeah.
And you notice that indeed 3 of the mazes that is clearly the one that you guys came in from, or that and the one that Artie and Dumbledore came in with Moody's body, are no longer there.
Are the plants still there, or
plants
are they
are still
wilting out?
No, they're still there. The plants are thriving, but the specific 25-foot wall of maze that the dragon made, and the thing that you are having a hard time communicating with and is being stubborn, to say the least, there's only one of those. And from what they said, it's been moving and reforming itself.
Meta question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast Speak with Plants, finish my long rest, and get that spell slot back if it's during a watch?
No,
Theoretically,
you have not finished a long rest.
Theoretically, so at the end of this, I'll have a long rest.
So technically, if you want to cast a spell, you would have what you had earlier. I just kind of jumped the gun and just gave everything back to you.
Well, I still have 3 level 3 spells.
If you have a slot left, you can cast it, and then when you wake up, you'll have it again.
Okay, I have 2 spells left because I used 1. So yeah, I'm the second they tell me about it, I'm going to walk towards the entrance that is doing the wishy-washy shit, and I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants again.
Are you talking to the maze or the?
I'm talking to the grass in
Okay,
front of the entrance to the maze.
Okay. What are you asking?
I'm going to ask, why are things moving around?
The dragon that has control is letting go of some of it.
Do you know why?
No. We don't. But it's less invasive now.
Do the maze walls have a will of their own again? Like, I'm going to look to the maze walls and be like, why are you moving around?
Roll me a fun.
Well, fuck me. That's 2.
It does not answer. It
Yeah.
feels from that roll. The only thing you can assume is either you're tired and you're not at your best right now, or maybe all the energy is going straight to this, and it's not concentrating on all the other mazes except for this maze. 2 random thoughts.
I'm going to look back to the grass and on the ground in front of the maze, and I'm going to ask it to mark itself so that I know which entrance is which in the morning.
Okay. You see that the trees move.
Just like fold over and form an X. If
Right.
you
You
will.
see a very visible X on the ground.
Cool. I'm assuming Sonya and Jericho haven't gone to bed yet, because
Depends on how long you guys wanna. But theoretically, they should be.
like I said, I did this the second they
Then
relayed.
yeah, they're still.
Okay. I'm going. Or actually, I'm gonna go to Neff. I'm gonna let y'all get your sleep. I'm gonna relay to Neff what I just heard from the
Okay.
plants.
Neff and Jericho, you know. Unless you just telling.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
just telling Neff.
I don't know why I was looking at it.
I'm letting them crash out.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you understand.
Wow. Wonder why he's letting go. That's all I got.
Who knows? But I've marked that entrance in the morning on the off chance, or on the very likely chance that the maze reforms at dawn.
Probably.
So that with any luck,
Maybe
that's,
it's sleeping.
who knows? Maybe it's dreaming. We don't know.
Ooh.
All I
I
know
wonder
is
what dragons dream of.
it still has some semblance of control from what I can tell, because the maze walls are still resistant to communication. And I would be able to assume that,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Huh.
If there's nothing else that you guys want to do on your watch,
That's a pain in the ass.
Artie and Mio, you guys are up for yours.
I have a question about the scrying thing.
Yes.
So the components on there, does this orb count as that?
The orb can count as all components.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'll let the time go by, but what I'm kind of, I mean, I'm not just gonna talk to Mia because I'm Mia.
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm thinking of is like, because it says I can do it to a location or I can do it to that. So I've been to Hogwarts before,
You want to do it at Hogwarts then?
so I think that it'd be better to do that. But I want to wait until before we're leaving.
Okay. All right.
But if I notice anything with the plants or anything other than what they've
Did
been
y'all
doing-
tell Artie? of
Yes.
that? So you have that information.
Yeah, I'd relay it and let them know that the entrance that I talked to is marked with an X.
And you see the X, and for the next couple hours, you hear like a little bit here and there, like very, very far apart, and then it keeps getting further and further into the distance, and it for like the last 2 hours, complete quiet. The maze didn't move, but you know that the mazes around you disappeared except for one where the X was marked. And as soon as this, a little bit after the sun's rising and everything, and you guys are all fully rested, the party's going to wake up to one maze only, right where the X was
I
marked.
like to make breakfast for everybody
Sure.
before
Okay.
they wake up.
And
You
you
said-
guys are being
Aw.
woken up to some breakfast.
Use some of that leftover pheasant.
Whatever we got. Not leaving. I'm just making a huge buffet of it.
Jesus, I want to note, if
Yeah.
you've got this thing plugged into the charger, which it doesn't seem like you do, this thing, the battery's kind of low.
Oh, yeah, it'll be
It'll
fine.
last an
That's-
hour.
It'll last? Okay, if it'll
Yeah.
last, it'll last.
Yeah. But if it gets any worse, let me know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I'm making the breakfast. And just I'm also holding my spear of warning just in
Okay.
case.
I want to appear hostile to our. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa,
No breakfast for you.
Kidding.
He's got his mask on. Just
Okay, it's just up to conversation.
And they haven't moved the dragons, right? Or have they moved?
They have not moved at all. Borlong's been shifting here and there, but the other two seem immobile.
Well, that's what I mean. I just mean the two.
Yeah, they have not moved from the work.
I'm assuming they're sleeping.
Within 10 feet of it. I wonder what that means for something as big as a school. But you can sense every 10 feet around the target you're sensing. So if you're sensing the whole school.
So that's what I'm not. So is it? I'm like, let's say I'm like, I want to be on top of the school. Could I see everything around the school, or can I only see 10 feet around the location that I pick?
I think it'd be 10 feet around the location.
Yeah. So
What level's the spell?
It's a 5th level spell.
It's a 5th level spell? Then I'd argue if you were vague enough and said the entire school, it's a 5th level
It's
spell.
like it says it's like a fist.
Rule of Cool says it should work.
I can read it to you if you want.
No, yeah, I mean, I have it here. On a success, the target isn't. On a failure, the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. So you are 10 feet from the target, and you can sense and hear the senses within that. You can see invisible creatures. As a luminous orb, you see size. Okay. Oh, if creatures can see invisibility, you look like a small little orb. Instead of targeting a creature, you can choose the location. When you do the sensor, appears at the location, does not move. Okay, so if you choose a creature, it moves with the creature. If you choose a location, you're always 10 feet from the creature if it moves. If it's a location, you're fixed on that location. So you can choose.
I just wanted to know how far away I can see.
Theoretically, if you choose the school, I'm going to roll for now until the internet yells at me that you can see around the school. Like you can see
from that location.
You can be on top of the school and you see the school. If you pick Dragon Boy, you can see 10 feet around Dragon Boy. And if Dragon Boy moves,
you can still see 10 feet around him at all times.
All right. Well, I'll wait to talk to people about it in the morning.
All right. So we are in the morning.
Yay!
Food, spells, HP, half hit die.
Woohoo!
Artie?
half hit die.
Oh, wait.
You recover half your hit die per sleep. So if you use all 6 of them, you get 3 back. If you use 1, you get 3 back. Even though
I
that's
can pick
above
and
4.
choose which ones I get back, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then use it.
Yeah. Don't
So,
need to.
what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna be like, oh man, breakfast! Thank you, man. That's so cool.
Dumbledore eats a small portion. In the distance, you guys.
None for you. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Oh.
In the distance, you guys do hear a.
Son of a bitch! I don't like it.
How far? Like 5 miles?
Yeah, give or take.
That's allowed.
And like,
And do what he does.
I'm gonna just be like, don't worry, it's not around here.
What? Well,
Yeah,
where
so
is it?
I can kind of sense it on there.
Oh, that's cool. Well, where is it?
Like 5 miles away in Hogwarts.
Oh my God!
But we
You're
already knew
hoping
they
it
were in
wouldn't be at
Hogwarts,
Hogwarts.
right?
You had a very. Now it's confirmed, or it's another level of confirmation. Like 100% confirmation is like you being in front of Hogwarts, seeing it, right? But this is just adding to that theory that yes, the center of this of its layer is Hogwarts.
And is it? Can I tell if they're moving around?
Yes, but it's not moving more than like maybe 100 feet of itself. It keeps to a circle. It keeps within a specific area.
Like it seems like it'd be flying around or like
No,
outside or like.
I mean, you're a smart guy. If it was flying around, it would move a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks like someone with
Someone's like
someone in a room or something like that. Like someone in a location, and it's not moving away from that location. It's a big location, but it's not. But compared to its size, not so big. You know, like it's staying and it's staying put, but it is moving. The other target moves inches.
Oh, it's a baby.
So I'm gonna be like I think I have an ability. I'm not sure, but I have the sense that I can like try to like just look in on it. Like I can kind of like do what's her ability that she uses?
Scrying.
That's what she uses.
I believe so. You're right. Sonya, you
uses
have the
something
scrying
else, right?
spell, right? Or what spell do you use?
She's
For which one?
divination.
The
doesn't
one
she?
where you
Oh,
like
yeah.
go into the trance and you can look around the whole area.
That's clairvoyance. It's
Yeah.
only a
Clairvoyancy,
radius,
okay.
so.
That
Which
one.
is-
So I feel like I can do like a clairvoyance thing, but just to more of a specific thing.
And you can hear and see. She can only choose one or the other. And it takes an action to go in and out. You have a pretty
Wow.
good.
But I feel like I can only do I don't know what I can do with it, but I feel like I can maybe do it once, so I don't know if I should wait until later to try to do it. And I can only do it once, so if it doesn't work.
Is he telling us?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
talking to everybody.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know,
I guess
man.
it's Dumbledore speaks up a little bit. Kind of looking at everyone and telling you, I guess it's up to you. If you can pinpoint what the Welsh is.
Hogwarts. In your classroom. Just kidding. Just kidding.
No, not behind this drawer. I keep a file save, not porn.
Oh God.
You can,
Oh no.
as he's saying, if you want to know exactly what the dragon's doing, you can pretty much know. If you want to overlook the castle, and you don't see a dragon there, that's also very good information.
How far can we travel on brooms in 10 minutes?
Pretty far.
5 miles.
I wouldn't say 5 miles. I would say
Okay, so hear me out.
90 miles
move,
an hour.
Move speed is how fast for a broom?
it's 50 feet
Or just
For
pace.
one round.
per round.
50 feet
Well,
in 6 seconds.
Technically 100 feet if you dash.
So 50 feet in 6 seconds. 50 times.
That's 1,000 feet per minute. How much is a mile?
5,280.
Yeah.
It would take you about 5.5 minutes per mile. If you go full speed. That's not being quiet. That's not being stealthy. You're just booking it on the broom.
So hear me out, guys. Maybe I do a scrying thing over Hogwarts. Make sure there aren't any like.
So it'd take you
dragons
half an hour to
outside.
get to Hogwarts. If you just book it, that's all you're doing.
Well, I'm saying maybe we get as close as we can in 10 minutes. I ride with somebody while doing this ability, and if anybody starts to come out of the Hogwarts or out to where they can see us, we go down, and then we do the rest by foot.
Okay, but are we absolutely sure that that's where the dragon is? And where exactly in
No
Hogwarts?
doubt.
Okay, where exactly in Hogwarts is it? Because I
I
mean,
just
it's
know
a
it's
pretty
over
big
there.
school.
I imagine it's a pretty big dragon.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
So, I mean, we can get closer to get more information. That's where we're headed anyways. But I just think this would get us there faster.
Okay, and the only other thing I want to throw out is we were concerned because Sonya had seen a certain other purple friend in the school, and we were hoping we weren't going to see them at the same time.
Purple friend.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
say that
these
out loud?
days, but I've seen her though.
Do you say that out loud, or is
Yeah, no, that was my intention to say it out loud.
sounds like that's exactly what I was saying. If you look at the school or at the dragon and they're not both together, it's a good sign. But if we are more interested in her, scry on the school. If you're more interested in the dragon, scry on the dragon.
I'm more interested in staying away from her.
Yeah.
That might be another reason why to scry on the school.
Sorry.
We're not related.
Breaths.
But Artie, ultimately, it's your decision.
I mean, like, I think the school would be good because we can get closer to it and then gather as much information on the way there.
Okay.
But it's up to everybody. If not everybody's willing to do that, then it's going to be a waste, because then it'll be hours before they get there, and then the information will be old.
He also looks at you, Sonya. If you do know the clairvoyancy spell, technically we could be looking at two things. If you look at one of you chooses the skull or the dragon, the other one can choose the other.
That's fair. I like that.
I can try the dragon.
I just have to be close to
I don't have a hang of this yet, so I don't know if I'll get through, and I think I can only do it once.
Okay.
I'm not confident in that ability yet.
So the question is, Sonya needs to concentrate on it, and if her eyesight and her hearing are fully fixated on that, and I believe yours as well. So you guys cannot be driving, essentially.
Right.
You guys can be passengers, but you cannot be driving. Are you going to do this while you travel? If you both of you choose to do it, or are you going to do it now? It doesn't matter at the end. We're going to roleplay it the same, but I just want to be sure how it's happening.
Why don't we do
How-
it sitting still? Like that seemed like doing it while driving just seems like a bad idea, even if you are the passenger. Like,
Distracted
We
driving
only have 10
dangerous.
minutes, and that's going to give us up-to-date, minute-to-minute information versus
Well, then why don't we?
10 minutes here, then we go, and then they come out and they see us
Okay.
flying. Right? Or
The spell duration is 10 minutes.
Or do we
That's
just want to
clairvoyance.
Or
Oh,
we
it's
just
10
want to
minutes,
do it
okay.
all on foot. Whatever we're
That's
doing, we should do it though, because as a player, we got 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
That's
we
what I'm
should.
What do you want to do?
I think we should get a little closer and then you guys do it. That's just my opinion.
Can we be within one or
Okay.
2 rounds of being able to be inside and then do it? Because
Not
we had said it'd be
round.
5 to.
So it's 30
10
minutes to get there.
If we're flying,
If you're flying, you guys can fly set distance, stop, and then
Walk.
do your spells, and then decide if you want to fly or walk. If you want to,
I think that makes the most sense because
Yeah.
then we're closer.
as
We
Dumbledore
just-
saying this.
We don't know how. Well, the only concern I have in that is based on the fact that we had flying projectiles thrown at us when we were trying to fly. So what height are we flying at? That would be a concern. Are we flying close to the ground? Are we flying
There's only
high?
one maze. It's up to you.
I mean,
I don't want to be too far off the ground. I'm just saying.
yeah,
You guys can. So you guys
right
will fly
above the
close.
trees. Directly above the trees is what I imagine. I don't imagine like we're just gonna be in like
Super
the
high.
most
Yeah.
obvious place for someone to throw. You know, like we would use
Yeah,
common
but-
sense and be in the most.
Yeah, but I
stealthy
mean,
way.
last time we were what 60 feet, and
Yeah,
We
60 or
lost
90
somebody.
feet. But now you're not.
we'll be like 10 feet.
10 feet will be with the maze is 25 foot tall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
10 feet.
So 30 feet.
26 feet.
Okay, so slightly above the maze, within the maze that you can just do this easily enough.
Okay.
I
Is that
think
what you guys
that's
are
a good idea.
That's a good
Okay.
idea. I like
So
that.
as you're doing that, you proceed for the first 1/3 of this 10 minutes. Nothing. Whatsoever. Not a roar. Nothing. Do you guys push forward?
Yeah, I'll keep going, but I would like to say that if I notice that one starts moving more abnormally than before, that I would like this
Okay.
to go down.
As soon as that happens, I'll let you know. So we are 20 minutes in. Basic calculation says 30 minutes. You should be there.
Okay. So we're 20 minutes
The
away.
birds are warning us. What are they
You
saying,
hear-
Griswold?
I say we go 7 more
You're saying,
minutes.
eat me,
Okay.
I'm delicious.
That way we're on the outside of the forest,
would be
but
so
like
mad
where
at
we
you.
can kind of still see the school through the forest is what I would.
Yeah, it has to be somewhere where I recognize also. So within a mile that I recognize.
A mile. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be within a mile. Okay. So you guys move a little bit forward, about 7 or so more minutes.
Oh no.
Okay.
Did
You
see
guys
that?
can see bits of the skull, the top edges of it. Roll me perception, everybody.
Oh fuck.
I have advantage on this.
Yes, you do.
I do.
So, we'll be blunt about it. DC is 20.
21.
All right.
Nope.
Did
Me
good.
and Mia both rolled 26.
Did you
Nice.
roll for Borlon? You want me to roll?
Oh, you can roll for Borlon. Do you have his stats or do I have?
I do.
Okay, yeah, roll for Borlon.
Oh, you didn't pass that.
I don't think so.
Did you guys get about 20?
I had a 23.
I got 22.
All right, so 20 is the DC. So whoever gets higher than this, see. So as you guys can see, the top parts of the 8th floor of the school and some of the trees overlaying, you start hearing like water being cascaded, and you kind of look above, and there's a large section of trees that you know are there that are completely gone. Like there's a large area of forest really close to the school that is not there anymore. You can't see exactly what it is, but you hear a lot of water flowing, and you don't see a large section of trees that should be there. With being about 5-ish minutes from with the brooms going at full speed to get there.
Do I see if the maze walls are?
The maze walls are still there and are still leading, and it looks like common sense and being on the broom, looking above and going down, that the maze is going straight toward Hogwarts.
So the maze is still going towards Hogwarts, not towards this aberration. And
What did you get on perception?
I got a 21.
21. Okay. It looks like they might be meeting together. Like the school is next to the fallen trees or the lack of trees. You don't know which one you'll meet first?
Are we around where like the lake is, or is that
A
on
little
the
bit
other side?
further. Yeah, you're not quite there yet.
All right, guys, we're getting close to Hogwarts. You guys want to do your thing, or?
Yeah, can I throw out there that remember last time, guys, we had those sinkholes that really got us. So let's just be aware that that's a pretty strong trick.
I will. If we, I guess you guys want to land and do this, or what? Or do you guys want me to just cast it?
Yeah,
while
I'd
we're
rather
going?
land.
Okay, let's land.
All right.
Let me take one precaution first. I'm going to reach into my bag of holding.
Okay.
Drop my full skeleton straight down into the midst of the maze, and as it's halfway down, as it lands on the ground, cast Animate Dead, and say probe for traps.
Okay. You'll see you doing that. Moving
Cool.
slowly and kind of touch on the ground, walking a little bit chaotically, but he's moving around for sure. And if anything happens, I'll let you know.
Okay.
So, what is our plan, Sonya and Artie?
I'm gonna cast Scrying on the dragon.
Okay. Sonya?
As soon as I'm in a comfortable safe spot, I'm gonna do the land.
Okay.
Go off and on between hearing and seeing.
Okay. All right.
Wait, she can hear and see. and
She has
can
to
move it-
choose.
Oh, okay.
I
Which one?
switch.
She has to specifically say, "I'm only hearing" or "I'm only seeing."
Before she cast it, or while?
While it takes an
Okay.
action to go back and forth.
Okay, that.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like like using scrying is kind of pointless if she can just move around and just go and look and hear stuff, right?
No, she sees one spot and then she
It's
sees
fixed.
it's a fixed spot.
Oh, I thought she could move it over like a mile.
No.
It's
No,
within a
She
mile.
has to be within a
1
mile.
mile.
Yeah, she chooses one spot within a mile, and that's what she sees.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So it's supposed to be a limited version of what you can do.
Okay. Well, here,
Um,
before you do
yeah.
that, let me try to do my thing.
Okay.
Because if we get what we get,
Okay, so you want to go first,
Yeah, fine.
and then Aberlay. Okay. So
Yeah.
you're trying on the Welsh, the area that because you can pinpoint exactly where it is.
yeah, the Welsh.
Okay. As you do, you feel a resistance to the spell, but you don't give up. You try again as 3 of the charges get used up. You have the orb. You see him intently clutching onto it. His muscles are tensing, and then slowly from your vision, little like the darkness starts opening up as like the veil is being burnt and you're seeing through. And what you do technically see, I wasn't really expecting this at this point.
You gave me the ability.
Yeah, no. There's an option, but not technically where I thought it might be. So you're seeing inside a cave.
Caves aren't in Hogwarts.
Nope. Looks like a cave completely around. If you can move the trees, I would appreciate that. Oh, poor one, please don't die.
There's one left over there.
It's fine.
I second that motion.
That's a big boy.
As you see around
Do
this,
Oh, I did.
the
If there's a delay on
yeah,
it.
there's a delay, and I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
You see the Welsh just walking in circles, and within, every now and then it goes into a much deeper pit, and you can't see it, but you pinpoint a dragon next to it.
Little
This is only
baby.
10.
Looks like a little baby.
That looks like a little baby. And you see in
Baby, I
front of
On
it,
the other
within
side.
this cave, that's or maybe underground, there is a waterfall directly being the only path out. And
And
you,
can I like sense where this like is like pinpointed? You know.
to you, kind of feels like it's just next to the school.
Like just near it.
Yeah, it just feels near it because it's not a specific location.
Not like under it, but near it.
Yeah, I don't think you would feel that it's under.
Okay.
As it looks pissed and it's moving around. And then
And I can talk while I'm in this mode, or no?
you can relay information, yeah.
Baby dragon. Do, 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 do.
Son of a bitch.
God damn.
Okay. Alright. As
That's
it's
all you
doing
say?
that,
He's underground
yeah.
These
You
green-
also-
and he's pissed, but they are not above ground right now.
Yeah.
So it would be a good time to just zip in there, maybe.
Well, can we
Where?
re-strategize? We're talking about baby.
As you're saying that,
We don't have to kill him,
Yeah, but if
But
their
be
minds
prepared.
never recover,
but be prepared for anything.
a minute passes. You see from the water something move. You don't see exactly what it is, and then the dragon immediately moves forward incredibly fast, losing sight of where you can see the child, and you see a giant come in, and the giant just, and then the dragon just paws him out.
It's the one that got away, isn't it? Can I tell?
It looks pretty similar. And as the dragon paws him out, you see the dragon kind of stand on its legs and expanding his wings as you see bits of smoke start to appear in front of the
Oh.
dragon.
Fuck.
And to you,
He's smoking weed, guys.
it looks like the dragon's getting ready to like defend itself or attack as smoke starts to evaporate in front of it, and then you see a tiny white moth appear in the middle of the smoke. And where the dragon is,
Mothman
you
prophecy.
see Omni.
Oh, the fuck.
Purple bitch is here.
It does say that you can hear, right?
It says both, yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Are you
only
still telling
detect
us what you see?
scrying.
He's not scrying on Omni.
No,
I've been like telling you
Oh,
guys the
so
cliff
Omni
notes.
can't detect it because
Yeah, I
it's
was
not
like, fuck,
targeted?
Roll me
fuck.
insight.
Oof.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Mia can't use luck on me, can she?
No, I'm sorry.
I'm just throwing it out
Sure you
there.
can.
No, only on me. Mia can't give luck to someone else.
She can use it on her stuff.
She can use it on her or make me reroll.
So I got 8.
8, okay. So you see Omni materialize into herself, the scarification and indention as the purple runes look around her. She looks at the dragon dead eye, and the dragon looks at her, just stands like an intimidating presence, and Omni unflinching as the wings retract. You see kind of, and then you see the long neck just starts going down to look her directly in the eye.
Oh.
And since you were able to hear, you do hear this one part.
About to go down.
You know your part. It has one more thing to find. And soon you can have your new home. You can let your little treasure grow. I'll be out of your hair soon. And as she's leaving, you see the dragon that's like it rushes towards her. You see his mouth extend. She unflinchingly just walks through the water, and it goes out of your sight. And you see that the dragon kind of jumps up like a mad animal, just start trashing and throwing rocks around inside the cave, and then immediately goes down. And you see that it starts peeking its neck down this almost like 60-foot well, and starts patting his head towards where the little baby dragon is, and you start rubbing heads against each other. And then you see kind of goes to the front of the entrance where the waterfall is. Let's say we're at 4 minutes now, and then just you see it kind of sit down, and then just is staring directly through the waterfall.
Can I tell like what direction it's facing or not really?
Not
Like,
really.
it's not,
Since
is it looking at where we're at?
no, you wouldn't be able to tell that because you're only sensing where the dragon is. So
So while this all is happening, you're telling us all this stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm relaying the stuff.
Okay.
Omni showed up, dragon got mad, but he wasn't like fighting her. Seems like the dragon actually wants to leave but can't because the baby.
This is all the conversation that was had. Like, this is what she said.
Yep,
Okay, cool.
100%.
Damn.
If Newt was here, he could save this baby.
So
But
seriously,
it's
it
not.
seems like
Just kidding.
the Welsh is
Still
Is
a giant dragon that's
under her
destroying the land.
control somehow. So
I don't know about that. Seems like she
Seems
has
like
more
the-
power than him for
The
sure.
Welsh has no choice if he has a baby. She. It.
it sounded like Omni was threatening the baby if he didn't do what he was supposed to do. If the Welsh didn't do what he was supposed to do.
Mm.
I'm implying.
Or, I mean, it sounded like she was offering him somewhere to raise the baby, right? That's how I kind of got it. I would say that, I mean, we might be able to reason with it, but, I mean, Omni's still going to be in the way.
I don't disagree.
No.
She's trying to find whatever the last thing is, which I'm assuming it's possibly one of the other things,
Vault.
vault things. Yeah.
I mean, Sonya said she found the sword, right, Sonya?
Yeah. So she either is missing
The cup?
the crown. So I think the cup was already missing from
Yeah, from
the way
the
back when.
Hufflepuff vault.
So then it has to maybe be the crown. That one was more hidden than anything.
The
I forgot
Ravenclaw.
what yeah, I forgot what
Lock
Slytherin
it.
had at the moment.
We're at 6, almost 7 minutes.
Okay.
He's just sitting,
It's just sitting.
and can I see, like, what he's looking at or not?
He's immobile. He's just looking through the waterfall.
I can't see out the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I, like, see the baby at all?
No, he's too far away from the child.
And we hear rushing water.
You guys hear rushing water.
This thing is looking to attack us as soon as we exit this maze, I bet. If we hear rushing
to
water.
my knowledge, he doesn't know that we're coming right now.
Right, but if he's looking through the water and that's what you're seeing right now.
And that's what we're hearing.
And that's what we're hearing.
I mean,
This
if I had
is
a
2-minute
baby,
timer, and you guys have 2 minutes until the spell ends.
if I had a baby that was in a cave that someone was threatening, I would probably protect the entrance. Not necessarily like.
All right,
thinking
so do
that-
we go forward? What do we want to do?
I already said just get me near it.
No, we're not killing it.
I have suggestion over Dragon Games. Come on.
But here's the other thing.
Okay.
Moody was interested, and I'm just gonna be straight what I think, and I don't know, unpopular opinion. I think Moody was interested in killing the dragon or enslaving it to make it subservient to the ministry, and I don't think you feel that way, Artie. Is that true?
I think Moody was more so caring about y'all's lives over the dragon's life.
Yeah, but I feel like there's some ministry influence from what we were hearing. What
Okay,
the
guys.
I
ministry
feel
wanted.
like Moody wasn't like a straight on
But
ministry
let's-
man on
On the
thought.
spell ends.
Yep.
At thought, I don't think that Moody was just like a ministry man to be a ministry man.
Yeah, all I'm saying is you don't have to kill this thing or enslave it to the point that Moody would have for the ministry.
I mean, my idea is that we get near it and I suggest it leave. Or suggest that it hunts down Griswold and doesn't stop until he finishes.
Wow.
Aww.
Griswold?
But it has a
Oh,
baby.
yeah, Griswold. Specifically Griswold.
Wow.
It's going to be short and sweet.
Wow.
Grindelwald.
I'll just go ahead and roll a new character now.
Uh,
I'm like,
But,
It's just gonna eat you.
I mean, the
that's
DM's
it.
been targeting you for quite a bit.
yeah.
I mean,
Dude, it has a baby.
it doesn't have to specifically go straight to violence. Like,
Okay.
you guys
Okay.
guys are the only ones right here suggesting that we're going to go kill it.
I'm worried.
No, I don't want to kill it.
All I said is get me near it.
I don't even want to interact with the fucking thing if I'm being honest.
Yeah, let's just talk to it from a distance. I like that idea.
I have an idea.
What do you have an idea of? Let me know.
Can we run around back?
Let me
and
know
flank
before
it?
you do it.
The
Can
thing
we
had
start
shown the
walking
dragon,
through the maze
Sure.
while we're
that
talking?
Yeah.
Omni was looking for things.
I'm gonna
Maybe
have.
if we get to do whatever she's looking to first, she'll drop control of the dragon, or maybe we can have an open enough window for it to escape.
Does Omni not have like some kind of tracking thing on you guys, like with y'all's tattoos? Just knowing where you guys are.
Not that I know of. I'm usually the one peeking at her.
Then she just
the other way
shows
around.
up, but she just shows up where you are without you telling her, right?
Not really.
She has in the
usually
past
ask
from what it looked
her
like.
assistance when she was in our good graces, but not at the moment.
I don't think I was around whenever they came through the forest, right? And like
No.
she just like showed up
No.
and like walked right into like where they were.
No, I already wasn't out
With
there.
Bordelon. Well, if you guys don't think you guys have a tracking thing, then I'm not worried about her.
I would be worried about her.
As we're doing this, we're walking. Right?
Yes, yes.
I have a 60-foot leash on animate dead boy.
Dead boy.
Is he still there?
Okay.
I just want to go forward. I mean, like,
Is
but I mean,
anyone-
my sit. If I can get within 30 feet, then I can at least try to be persuasive. If it turns south, then I'll do what I gotta do.
Nope.
I
No,
mean, unless you would
I
rather die.
understand. I understand what you're saying. I just hope it doesn't turn south.
Alright,
That's
so
all.
these seem like the options. So we go persuade it. Hopefully he leaves.
I think if we
We
go,
turn around and
that's
just let
already-
him have Hogwarts and just like not care about the forest.
No.
Or if we try to persuade and it goes wrong, it ends up we fight it. Those are the only three options I see.
and I would want to get maybe some input from Borlong, but I'm thinking we show up, it's already a fight. I think if there's any messaging ability we have, because this thing is incredibly powerful from a psionic level from what I remember, maybe we try to message before we are front and present and there's no choice but a fight.
yeah, that's the persuading option.
Yeah, not in front of him though. I'm
Why
saying.
don't we
Yeah.
We
try
walk
to
in.
persuade him without using the orb first? Only
Yes.
using the orb if it comes down.
That was the original
Yeah.
intention. Yeah, we have some persuasion abilities.
You guys are assuming I'm gonna walk through this like waterfall and just like stand in front of them. I almost died.
I don't assume anything, man. I'm just.
But
we're
I think
trying
that
to,
I'm a little stronger than I was before.
We're trying to talk this out and kind of get a plan going amongst us. That's
Yeah.
all.
We get there close, we send them a message, see how that goes. If I need, I can try persuading further.
Aren't we close enough to send a message now?
No, we're like,
No.
Message
Wow.
requires like what, 120 feet?
Yeah. You
And-
need to.
And
You guys have
orb-
about a couple more minutes of walking to get there. Technically, now that you're not in a broom, about 10 minutes or so of walking. But you're gonna get there. We can fast forward those 10 minutes unless you guys need to finish discussing anything further.
I think we message it, you guys try to talk to it, then I don't have to be in front of it. Maybe if it's in a cave, I can be above it, or some way trying to be within 30 feet
You guys
and
good?
try to persuade it.
Or you guys good with further going along?
But I do want to make it sure that if this does happen and we get in front of this thing and like it starts attacking me, you guys are gonna back me up and not just let it kill me because y'all feel bad about
I'm-
the baby.
I'm not gonna try to kill you, man.
It might try to kill me, but not help.
The other thing that I don't think we're considering
I
is
don't
this orb being present in front of any dragon kind of seems like a threat. The fact that we're bringing it anywhere near it is a threat, straight up.
I mean, does Borlong feel threatened?
I think so.
Well,
I can't speak
I'm asking
for him.
Borlong.
I feel fine.
Well, I don't.
Well, this is the straight from the source.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he is not acting normal.
I'm acting fine.
Has
As
he done
Dumbledore
anything?
says, if we're going to approach this, we need to not fight amongst ourselves.
I agree.
As you see that his wand is out.
And
I
I'm all
don't
out.
agree. I'm gonna be difficult. I don't like this.
You don't have to, but we need to go in, discuss with the dragon, try to do it peacefully, defend ourselves if we must. And if we can't, we run.
I'm saying there's no choice for the dragon if we walk in with that orb. That dragon's gonna attack us. It has no choice but to attack us.
I would just like to say that why did I go through the risk of being attuned to this thing?
I don't know.
just
You
to
jumped
show-
on that for anybody even had a chance, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Literally everybody said that they didn't want to do
No,
it.
you were over by him before you even came back to the party.
I'm aligned
That's
with.
not how I remember it.
I'm aligned
I
with Newt,
I waited to get attuned to it until after we set up
We
the team.
know.
and thus
That was like
I am
hours.
entirely against the orb.
If we... Artie,
I did
only
put it
use
out
it
there.
if someone's going to die.
This is how I see it.
And that's...
We can't all.
If it's true what Omni said, and it can see us and sense us, it already knows we're coming. Either we back out now, or we move forward. And if we back out now, we're losing the school.
I just
I don't
walk
want-
forward. I just leave.
Guy, do
Borlong
every. I
is-
run up
also-
to him.
Time.
Borlong's also walking a couple of feet away.
I'll do this with
I'm
or without
run-
anybody.
I'm running up to walk at his side.
Borlong, please don't.
He's walking next to his guy. And Dumbledore...
And then
If
I
you're-
look at everyone and say, see, this is what I'm talking about.
I would just like to say the last thing that I did to Borlong is tell him to do whatever he wanted and gave him his free will completely.
Dumbledore looks
Except for you have his scales.
at you... Which you don't know that.
Didn't we see it when he
No.
pulled it out and it looked different?
Only he did.
All you know is that I asked him.
The
to
only
give us a
thing
dark
that you
secret.
know is that Borlong is being extra friendly towards him, and now has Artie in a pedestal. But other than that, he's acting pretty normal. There are suspicions that you guys have, but to not play with it, but further feeling the paranoia that is an effect of the orb that Artie has. Since you attuned to it, everyone has been extremely hostile towards you.
Yeah.
Not
Feels
everyone.
like that.
Everyone has been hostile towards him.
I'm going to follow after Dumbledore.
Dumbledore will put his hand towards you before he leaves. If you don't feel comfortable, stay here where it's safe. If you hesitate, it could mean your death.
I won't hesitate, but I don't want my brother attached to Artie.
I would
That's
have to
not
Werewolf.
a conversation for now. Either you discuss it with Artie and do this now, and we lose the invitation that we have. If it's true what he's saying, and this Omni finds the fourth piece of whatever this is, we need to act now. And then he kind of follows along.
I give you my protest. I'm gonna be a pacifist like Griswold unless something changes. I'll walk in with you.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I would not raise my wand towards the dragon until it physically threatens y'all's lives.
I'm
I would
right
just
next
like
to
to
Artie.
say, my suggestion was to go in and try to persuade it. But everyone's acting like I'm gonna go and like stab it in the face.
Yeah, and that's because you walk in with something that will ruin its life. There's no persuasion when you walk in with a gun.
I feel like I never said I was gonna walk in there with the orb just like,
Yeah, it's on you, man.
But you
I
can
have
have
to
it.
hold it, right?
Yeah, you can hold it. You can have it.
I was saying
I have
leave it
to hold
out.
I have to hold it, right?
You have to hold it to activate. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But either way, I'm
For-
going either way.
for
Because
further
that's
things,
just
yes,
how my
yes.
mouths
What's up? What's up, Steph?
My RP says I
I
hate
want
it.
to talk to. Okay, I want to talk to Griswold real quick and be like,
As you guys are walking,
by any chance, do you know where the Ravenclaw tiara is?
No fucking idea. I've looked at the Book of Errors. I've heard some talk of a crown of some sort, but I do not know its location.
and you know that the book has puzzles that need to be solved before.
Yeah,
you leave any
the
answer.
book is full of puzzles for the Ravenclaw section, and although I am a Ravenclaw, I'm not as sharp-witted as I once was. So, yeah, the puzzles are a little bit of a challenge even for me. Sorry.
So, with y'all's discussion, because of time sensitivity, and because
You want to whip out this map again?
no, because someone's not gonna be here next game.
Yeah.
So, fast forwarding to the point where we need to approach, and as you guys are approaching, you're seeing more and more of the school being shown, and what you guys do see is a depression within the earth, covered with stone, and knocked over trees to makeshift a tunnel underground as a waterfall is without any source cascading over and collecting a large pool.
Is
That
the castle even visible?
the castle's visible. Yeah, the castle is about, let's say, 200 feet from it. So, to show where the waterfall is being cascaded, we're having a little bit of a map. As I try, can you put those trees where you see fit?
Double waterfall all the way.
Ooh.
Double waterfall.
And this over
I feel
here.
like the dragon's sense of interior design is pretty nice.
As
Exterior design.
We also see, I'm not going to put it where you are, but technically where we have,
You might want
Ryan.
to move all those.
we have a Hogwarts
Oh.
on that side. But put that
Spend all that
slightly
time.
there.
Oh no.
The scale is
Wow.
100%
Do
not
we need to
correct,
move the-
but it is the best we have with the limitations of the map.
Wow.
That's insane.
So this distance should be roughly 200 feet from each other.
Where are we?
You guys, as you are approaching, technically be walking from where the maze lets you guys commune,
Oh boy.
as you guys see.
Perfect.
Oh. Great.
I knew that was coming. Oh.
What the fuck is that?
These are all hill giants.
These don't look like no hill giants.
Nope, that is a stone giant technically, but these are all
They're all
Big-
hill giants for the sake of argument.
blubber giant guys. as they're all looking at you
Oh fuck.
with no stone in hand, but almost like an intimidating place, and just constantly looking through the waterfall as you guys approach.
So they're behind the waterfall.
No, they're there. They're out in the forest,
Oh.
not near where the school
They're
is.
looking towards the
But they're looking towards the waterfall. As a little large head pulls through, as almost as the waterfall starts moving away from it,
Oh my god.
as if it has domain over the waterfall itself.
Oh boy.
Welcome to the end game, guys.
This isn't the end game.
Or maybe
Before we die.
Yeah.
This is the TPK.
as you hear the huge gargling lungs of the dragon. It looks directly at you guys. Artie, you are taking the lead. What do you do?
Can I put on my gas mask? I'd like. I mean, all the giants.
The
are
giants
just like,
are
they're
looking
just-
at it, and when it steps out, you see even like two of them, and they start moving further back as they're ignoring you guys completely.
I like to yell out and be like, "You don't have to follow Omni. We could team up and we can do something together. We can find you another place to be, another place where you and your baby can live and flourish."
I was told that you would know information that you should not.
Why are you letting people tell you what to do?
As when it laughs, you physically feel the ground shake a little bit,
Oh, okay.
as it's just breathing is that much immense from this creature.
I do what's best for my kin and me.
Why is that the best?
And then
There's nowhere better.
he looks through you and then starts eyeing Dumbledore intently.
No.
Does anyone do anything?
I'm gonna be like Dumbles. I think he's gonna try to hurt you.
Except for he hasn't made any like hostile
He has not,
movement,
yeah.
right?
And
Can
then
I
you
prep
see
a spell without it being noticeable?
you have to roll sleight of hand. If it has material, if it has subatomic components or verbal components or material components, I need you to roll. If it's just it casts itself, then that's fine. So look at the spell.
I don't know what this one
As you say that,
Oh, I flipped right to it. I'll be damned. Verbal subatomic.
okay, yeah. So you can't, but you need to roll sleight of hand so no one can see your lips moving or your hands moving.
Are we in an order yet? Or?
Not at the moment. As you say that, Neff,
Humans always think that we're threatening when you are the threat.
Okay.
I'll be like, hey,
I agree.
we
No.
yeah, but
Humans are the next great plague. I agree wholeheartedly.
but that's not what we came for.
Is it not?
That's not what I came for.
It's not what I came
see
for.
a weapon of death in your hands.
I'm literally not holding anything in my hand. I put it in my bag.
he still says that.
I've only come with the tools that I've been given, but I don't want to use any of them. Not on you.
And you see it kind of takes in a huge breath.
Not on me, but on others.
Honestly, I'd just like to
I
take down
glare at
Grindelwald.
Artie.
You.
I don't notice.
Yeah. As the dragon kind of steps a little bit forward, as you now see its paws, and
Can I get a sense scale? How big is this fucking thing?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Uh,
That's a big boy.
when its paws move, you see that actually literally is on top of the water as if the water was solid ground. And you know that the water has deep, a deepness to it, as all around you the foliage starts swirling up and getting thicker and spinier and thornier, as if the ground itself is acting to him.
I'd like to say, you're not my main enemy. I'd like to go after Grindelwald. You're just what I would like to call a potential ally. Do you think in the world of Grindelwald ruling that you and your kid are going to be safe here?
Are you
Much
close to
more
him,
than
Artie?
with
No.
the muggles around.
There's no muggles around here.
Exactly. More of my kind have been killed since Merlin from muggles than any other, taking lands that do not belong to them.
But you're
Taking-
this land from people that it belonged to.
I'm
Where we
claiming what's mine.
Why is it yours?
So prophecies can only be seen by those whom the prophecy is for. But with the help of tools, you can see others. And I've seen mine. This is my home.
You see the waterfalls almost to a point starts like going completely around him and increasingly harder on the sides.
So if this is your summer home, could you not pick a winter home and then just, migrate every so often? Like that's what some humans do. Vacation, if you will.
Humans take up two homes,
They can.
kill off the people that live there. I've had a genocide of lives taken by your kin. I see the contraption of death raking.
And you look
But
at
you
your
don't
yours.
see.
Pockets.
But within, even just looking at our group, you see that cohabitation is a thing. That we can all get along and we can all thrive in a society where each of us...
Genocides of my kin from your people. My family slaughtered in the name of Arthur and Merlin. And now the great Dumbledore brings a weapon of enslavement.
That not all of us agree with, for what it's worth. I personally really didn't want to bring that fucking thing here.
Are we standing or on brooms?
I assume you guys are
I thought
on
we
standing,
took the
but it's
rest
up
on
to you.
foot.
We took the rest on foot.
Okay.
Mhm.
We took the rest on foot.
Just curious.
I just think that together we can move forward and create a better future for everyone.
We live in
Together you
society.
can die. Or leave.
So what do you guys want to do?
And then you see he kind of steps his head
Wait,
in as a water.
I'd only need to mask my subatomic. I'm wearing a gas mask. You
Sure.
can't see me speak.
Sure,
So,
sure.
cool. The second he says you can die or leave, no, protection from poison.
Okay. You guys see nothing as just little spores that only you can see start wrapping tightly onto your skin.
I'll be like, try to get your gas away.
And you see Dumbledore sigh and step forward as a lot of the giants start moving away from him. What do you guys do?
Is he just in front of us, or is he?
He's technically moving towards where the water is.
I'm going to
Kind
tell
of putting his
Dumbledore.
I'm
foot.
not like in front of him.
No.
No. I was just using that too as a
That's
representation.
why
of the
I
skill.
was like, wow, Artie, you're really into this. You just went right up to him so he could eat you.
As you see Borlong very defensive.
I bet so.
I'm going to tell Dumbledore, look, that was... Or I'm going to say through my gas mask, that was just a precaution. I don't want to hurt this thing. I also don't want it hurting me.
I also think that you should leave.
What?
Everyone should leave. If anyone's going to die, it should just be me. If I don't come back to you, then we failed and we lost the school. We told the ministry. And you guys come up with another plan. As you see, he puts his foot onto the... And technically, he's not gonna just make himself get wet. As you see, he moves his wand on himself. And he starts walking on water.
I'm gonna put my hood up and I'm gonna go in the water.
As soon as Dumbledore sets foot into the water, I'm gonna let you guys have one action that you're doing because it's not just his story. It's y'all's story, but he's moving forward. What are you guys doing? As you're putting your hood on top and you're starting to move forward towards him. Bones, what are we doing?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what I need here.
Griswold, do you know where you're doing?
Yep.
Okay.
The second I see Neff go into the water, and the second I see Dumbledore move towards it and wand drawn, I trigger symbiotic entity.
Artie?
I'm going to have it where I'm going to prep that daylight spell from the orb. Do I have to be touching it to do
You have to be
that?
touching to be able to cast it, yeah.
Well, I will ready my hand to reach into that pocket and touch it, and then if he moves to attack at anybody, I will cast daylight directly in front of his face.
Okay.
If that does anything.
I think it might be centered around the orb, but I'm not sure. No, you should probably pick a spot.
Like, I mean, as in a creative way
Daylight's
of
level
using it.
3. You can have it on a point within range, and range is like
Yeah,
some
it says
ridiculous
it's 60-foot radius sphere.
Okay. Alright, cool. Sonya?
I'm just gonna stay in the back. I don't want to instigate anything, but I also just want to have everyone ask anything happen.
Jericho?
I want to do the same. In this case, like, anything happens, I'll, like, have my bow drawn, I guess.
Okay.
Bow.
Bones, do we know what you're doing?
Yeah, I wanted to do mage armor, and then I wanted to ask a question.
Yes.
If the dragon is within 120 feet of me still.
Yes. Can I have the school? Because the school is, or move it, yeah, it's too much in the way for what's happening. If you guys want, you can set up those trees, stand up a little bit. Because as soon as Dumbledore steps onto the water, after he casts his telekinesis on himself, the dragon is going to break through the waterfall and is going to growl at his comrades.
Of course he is.
You mean the trolls?
The
Giants.
giants, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So, yeah, as he kind of steps in,
Guard the child!
and I need all you guys to roll me initiative.
Okay.
I have initiative or advantage on this too. Glad I have advantage on this. Hot damn.
And, oh, shite.
Yeah.
It is
You
time.
can go a little
It is
later
time.
if everybody's cool with it.
That's up to you guys.
I can't really go much later.
Okay. For the sake of this, then, we will mark down our initiatives, and we'll have to pick this up on the next game.
Okay.
All right. Of course you fucking did. 20 plus.
21.
22.
Hot damn.
I got a nat 20.
Same.
All right. No one. 22 is the highest, right?
Yes.
All right. Dragon goes first.
Of course he does.
You guys both got 22.
I got 21.
Oh, okay. So then it's Sonya. Then it's Ferris.
Not Ferris. Griswold.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, bud.
Griswold.
It happens to the best of us.
But
Then-
I still get my
Yeah.
ready thing, right? From
Yeah.
prepping.
I'll give you guys one.
Grizz, not
Non-
Grindelwald.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys one action.
Well, I mean, that was from my action beforehand. Prepping
You
daylight, in case
want
he
to cast
attacks.
daylight?
And if he attacked anybody.
He moves through and said defend the child and looks threatening. Like he looks like he's ready to fight. Like it's not.
Just if he goes to attack somebody.
Okay, you're gonna do daylight. Alright,
Daylight
so
in his face.
ready action then. Okay.
Like, the idea is to blind him.
Layer takes its action. 15 plus.
16.
I got a 17.
So Neff, Artie. 10 up.
Oh no, I got an 18. I'm sorry.
Oh. Oof.
Bones, Neff, Artie.
Bones, Neff, Artie.
I was not paying attention.
Oh, I didn't even roll for Mia.
Wait,
Did you say
Jericho, what'd you get?
Lairs
I got
before
a
me?
9.
Okay.
Mia got 24.
That's what he said.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Mia got 24, so
Okay.
she's before Sonya.
Dragon, Mia, Sonya, Griswold, Layer, Bones, Neff, Artie, and then Jericho at the end. And then with
Where's
a
Dumbles?
Where's? Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll for Dumbledore. With a 3, the Giants go. Dumbledore rolled a 6 plus 2, so he has 8.
Borlong.
I don't know.
Borlong
I
is
didn't
going to
roll
take
for
his
him.
turn with you
Okay.
for the sake of simplicity, so you're not taking check.
Got
to
it.
the- Okay, so I will write down these things, and that's
Okay.
where we're doing our initiative next year.
Jericho and then.
Don't worry about it, because
Okay.
I already have it written down.
All right.
But yeah, so
Holy crap.
We're gonna die.
Yeah,
Yay.
I have 65 effective health
I don't
points,
want to hurt the baby.
and I expect all of them to drop in the first round of combat.
we are. Me too.
all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. There's a dragon afoot.
Oh boy.
Big one.
That foot is huge.
Yeah. Please have your wands ready.
Oh yeah.
Please have your wands at the ready. We'll see. We'll see where this goes next time.
All right.
Adios.
Bye.